don't mind her. That's all I need. Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Wnba.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job done.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Wnba.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job done.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Wnba.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job done.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Wnba.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job done.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hottronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Wnba.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars hot tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on out your way.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Don't ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars hot tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just...
Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know. Yeah.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legendary. All right, Peanut, it's on you.
Yo. It's your boy Peanut, aka Dash Resource. I got my man Stacking Smith with me.
What's going on with you? Hold on, here I come. What's up? This your boy Stacking Smith, the GTK HPIC. That's the Gold Teeth King head player in charge, man.
Run your mouth, bro.
In this thing, bro. I'm back from Memphis, bro. I was like literally down there going crazy, man.
What was it like, bro?
I was doing anything I wanted, man.
Wait. Before
It's
we
down
get started,
there,
bro. Wait.
Yes.
I heard
Talk to
that they
me.
said that it was like a doppelganger thing going on down there, with like they thought you was somebody else.
Bro, I'm from Memphis, man. Everywhere I went, bro, everybody thought was asking me, was I from there? Apparently, I went to Hamilton High School in Memphis, man.
Yeah, bro, like you did,
Bro, I popped out, went to the corner store. It looked like the roughest, toughest store in the neighborhood, bro. I had to go in there and see what it was all about.
Facts.
Went in there, bro. Was like, dang, bro, you went to Hamilton, didn't you? I was like, nah,
he
bro,
did.
I didn't.
I keep telling everybody, Smed has always been here.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. Smed is not like a young dude. Like, y'all look at him like, yo, little young dude. No, Smed has always been here. The Alpha Omega Smedra.
And then another bro asked me where I got my shirt made from. So I said, I make them. We exchange numbers and everything. So it was real cool, man. I love.
Bro, what was the website?
It's t-shirtgames247.com. What do you mean? But anyway, though, I mean, Memphis, man, I really love the people there, bro. Like, everything was real upbeat. Everybody who worked anywhere, man, was fully engaged with you, bro. For example, we went to Walgreens, and the young lady that worked there was just really lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like she was just happy to be helping us, man. And I really love that whole vibe, man, with Memphis. And it was cool, man. I seen the Jeff Mims interview. He did an excellent job interviewing our next mayor.
Thank you,
so you guys, man, we want to remind everybody to check out Jeff Mims, man, because he was the only candidate that came and sat down with the Godcast, man. He thought that we was good enough to come and sit down with us and talk about his candidacy. So, man, we appreciate that, bro. So we want to make sure that we promote him along with our other sponsors, which is my brother Ron C. and Shorty over at Sheik's. They got the best breakfast in the city. Of course, my favorite is the French toast with the turkey bacon.
Absolutely.
They don't mix any of these greases, so no pork grease with the turkey grease, man. No pork on your fork. Man, they get you all the way together. Sheik's got the best breakfast in the city. For lunch, we want you to go to Agnes All Natural Grill. It's on 3rd and Wayne, right downtown on the corner in the old Wimpy's building or White Tower. But it's on 3rd and Wayne. So go check out North Jerk Chicken, Cocoa Bread, Jerk Chicken Bowls, Jerk Chicken, Chicken Cheese Steaks, and Brown Sugar Lemonade is their specialty. So go check out North. If you ever get injured for any reason, go to the hospital and then call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. Who else we got? Oh, yeah, when you want to get lit, drunk, get some of that good old wine. Get some of that good old Kiara wine when you want to have a good time, man. You can contact my bro Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. Get in his inbox and he'll get you all the way together. And last but not least, we got the shop area, theshoparea.com. The shop area has a little bit of everything from baby items to electronics to kitchen items and much more. Shipping is fast and free from the store to your door in 4 days. That's the shoparea.com. So, man, go check out the shoparea.com, man. If you would like to have your business featured on the Legendary People podcast and read, man, just make sure that you contact us, either me or Peanut, get in our inbox and just let us know what you want us to say and break a little bread with that real nigga Smed. And then you will get your ad read. Oh, my God. Did you hear that?
That's a bar, man.
Yes, I am on fire.
You still got it, bro.
I'm on fire, bro.
You still got it.
But, man, enough about me.
Shout out to Memphis, man.
Enough about me, man. We got a real legend in here, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
On this Matriarch Monday.
Hey, let's talk about
on this day, we will be on full display. Today.
Sorry, I'm gonna call
today. Back to you, Peanut. My bro, let's get it popping.
So without further ado, I know I oversell every time I say this before. Like when I say like I've never seen a legend higher than this. I say that every week, right? Like, but I promise you, this to me is way more dear than I ever got a chance to say on this platform. I'm literally talking with someone I grew up with, like literally backyard play basketball. Right. Literally.
Yeah.
Love Brandie.
Yeah.
Love Brandie Hoskins. Brandie Hoskins, man.
Let's go.
How are you? Like,
Great.
What's up, Queen?
Queen.
Hi.
Queen love. They start Mondays.
Yeah, man. Let's go, man. We
So
lit.
here on the, so like, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Absolutely. So here on the Legendary People podcast, we like to find out where our legends come from. So we got to find the origins. Without further ado, where did you grow up at?
Dayton, Ohio, Westwood.
Westwood.
Yeah.
Where at in Westwood?
I lived on Brooklyn, but I was at Westwood 7 days a week, 24/7. Right after school, I was up there playing
I
basketball.
mean, you probably got some little childhood friends that you may have had around that time.
You.
I love you so much.
I love you more.
Baby. Wait. So, other than me, and not Smed, obviously. But anyway, so.
It's, man,
Who
bro.
were some of your other childhood friends like you grew up with?
I grew up Roger Blackburn. Of course, all my family, my cousins, Moog, Jock, all them people up in Westwood, Jason Rose. Looked up to Antoine, even when he said about the wine, Cunningham and him, Biggie, all them guys.
R.I.P. Tweed.
Yeah.
Tweed, because,
That's my cousin.
That's crazy, because we definitely grew up around there. So, like, what was, I mean, even though I was there for that, for the viewers, what was life like growing up in Westwood?
It was amazing for me. It was sports, something I love to do. I played everything from basketball to football. I was terrible at baseball, but it was get right out of school, do your homework, be up there all day. Everybody was outside, or if the gym was closed, we was outside running full court, playing football. Like I said, it was amazing for me. My childhood was great.
So you go with mom and dad there?
My dad would bring me up there. My mom wasn't really into sports like that.
Right.
But my dad would bring me up there. He was up there with me all day because he was playing basketball as well, too.
Right.
But,
yeah, he was getting buckets out.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we would be up. My whole family, my Uncle Jeffrey ran it. That was like, he started Doublewood, like, or whatever. But my whole family would be up there all day, every day, Monday through Sunday.
For sure. So, What elementary school did you go to?
I went to McNary.
McNary, the legendary McNary that's no longer there.
Right, I ride past that space a lot. Like, dang, McNary.
What was McNary like for you?
What do you mean, like, far as?
Far as just growing up, living in the neighborhood, going to the same school, and like inside your neighborhood, like you literally could walk to school.
Yeah, I mean, I think over time, like when I first started, I used to get teased a lot, so I will say that.
What do you mean by that?
I used to get bullied. I used to talk to my best friend over there, Leah, about
Let's
that.
talk about it because this literally is for like the future of people that are gonna be watching it.
I used to get, I'm dark skinned, and I used to get teased about being dark a lot. So at first, like probably like third, fourth grade, I didn't like my mom and dad. I used to, like my heart hurt, didn't want to go to school, my leg. I used to try to think of stuff to, like, before I didn't have to go to school. But I mean, as I got older, I liked school. It just was, you get those couple mean kids that just need something to tease you about.
What were some of the things that like mom and dad had told you to like try to empower you during that time?
My mommy always told me, she's like, you're beautiful. She's like, and when you realize that, it's going to be crazy. She was like, people talk about you because they want to be you or they want to be like you.
Mama ain't lied to you, did she?
No, she didn't. She definitely didn't. Thank you. So she would definitely tell me that.
So other than sports, or anything that were there any early influences other than sports that you were into?
I thought I was gonna be a DJ.
What?
I used to watch the movie Juice. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, of course.
When he was, listen, I think I was like in 5th grade. My mom and dad bought me the little thing. I thought I was gonna be DJ. Y'all.
Yeah.
But I was obsessed with the movie Juice. That lasted like 2 weeks after I got the DJ.
What would have been your DJ name? Come on, I know you got one.
I don't have one.
Come on, I know you got one.
I really don't. I was.
What's your hoop name, Brandie?
People call me Brandie.
V-Hoss, yeah.
B Bucket.
B
Bucket.
Okay, I ain't never got called that, but thank you.
We call it B Bucket.
DJ V-Hoss.
But yeah, I was into that. But other than that, I only wanted to be a basketball player. I never really had anything outside that I wanted to do.
I want to say that you're wrong.
What?
Because your mom was into poetry and you like poetry.
I still do. I write poetry.
Yeah,
but that was nothing.
She ain't lied to y'all on this podcast today.
That was never nothing that I was like, hey, I'm gonna put this out and get like. I write every day. I like to write. Yeah, my mommy is big, and my older sister's into poetry and stuff too. I write all the time, but it was never nothing. I'm gonna get this published and do that. Like, 'cause I could do it. I like to do it. But thank you for remembering that. My mommy is definitely into poetry.
So at what age did you fall in love with basketball?
When I picked it up.
Yeah. How old are you?
Back
8.
with Peanut when I dunked on her one time.
He's making that up. I was like 8 years old. I begged my father to take me up there to play because I got a lot of male cousins. And that's what they were doing. They were playing all. I'm like, Dad, just take me up there. Yeah. And he took me up to Westwood. And then I never put the ball down since. Like, I was just obsessed with it. Like, I was 100% obsessed with it. Like, my mom and dad used to take the basketball out of the house and hide it somewhere because I'd be dribbling around the house. I was obsessed with it.
She was nicer than every dude in the neighborhood.
When you went up there and you started playing at 8 years old, sorry about that. Was you just God gifted and talented, or you had to work?
I had to work my butt off. Like, no, I was terrible. I was obsessed with it.
When you say terrible, like basketball players terrible is not the average person terrible.
Mine was bad. Like, I throwing the ball over the rim, didn't understand anything. Like, my cousins and them were laughing at me.
Yeah.
I was that bad. I remember that. But I just wanted to play. Like,
yeah.
But I stayed in the gym, so that's how I got good pretty quick. Because I was like, before practice, I'm on the court. After practice, I'm on the court. Like, my dad's like, Brandie, we got to go. It's time to go. Like, that's how I was. I got good off of, like, working. Because it wasn't like, I'm the slowest person ever. I can't jump. But I watched basketball, so I knew about the shot fakes and all this. I was watching, so that helped my basketball IQ on the court. So it wasn't no God-given talent at all. Like, no, I really.
Dang, that's something. That's something.
And that's crazy coming from my perspective, because to me, she played just as good as us. So that means I was trash, then, obviously.
No, I got to be good, but like, no, it was a struggle. Like, but I just loved it. I didn't want to stop. When my dad he took me up there, because my mom was like, no, you ain't going up there and play with them boys. Like, my mommy is a girly girl, and of course my older sisters are too.
Yeah.
They're like, no, but when I got up there, I couldn't come back home. Like, I just wanted to be up there every day.
That is so cool, man.
Thanks.
That is, bro.
So transition from McNary to your next school, like, what was that transition like for you, and what school was it?
I went to McFarland right after that. And that was actually pretty cool for me, because the bullying days were over, like, after, like, 5th grade or whatever, because I kind of grew a little bit.
Yeah.
McFarland was an easy transition because it was sports, and by this time I got pretty good at basketball, so it was like everybody wanted to be your friend and stuff then.
So by the 7th grade, you could play.
Yeah, I could play.
Okay.
I was pretty good in 7th grade.
Yeah.
I think I was averaging like 37 points a game in 7th grade.
What?
But we were bad, though.
Oh, God.
But you got to realize I came from playing with boys, so then that's my first time ever playing with the all-girls team. Like, I played with the Mohawks in like 5th or 6th grade, like, and it would be on and off because I was committed to
Did Mohawks have a girls
they had
team?
a girls team.
They did, okay.
But, like, I was committed to Westwood, so I could only play there, like, every once in a blue moon. But 7th grade, like, it was all girls, and I had been ahead of them because I've been playing with boys my whole life.
Right.
When you was so the Mohawks, that was an outstanding
Yeah,
program,
Mr.
right?
Pearson, rest in peace, yeah.
All right.
So when you were playing with the Mohawks, were the girls just as good as the boys team? I mean, not as good as the boys team, but
Competing against other girls' team. We were
Yeah.
pretty good, yes, because Mr. Pearson had Tasha Pearson, and it was a couple other little girls that played like Kobe. We were pretty good. Yeah, we were pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, we were pretty
for
good.
sure.
Was there anybody on your team that you felt were up to par, like you, or somebody you felt that was better at that point in time?
I thought we had a bunch of good girls on that Mohawks team, but I busted my butt. So it was like I never was like, oh, I'm better than you. Like I was in the gym, like I said before and after. So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to be, oh, well, this person better, blah blah blah. It was some great players, like
Yeah.
But I was like a workaholic, like
You
my
was standing out.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
but it
for
was
sure.
from hard work. It wasn't like, oh, well, this person could do this and that. Cause no, I was in the gym. My dad had me in the gym on Sundays when the gym was closed. He get the key from my uncle. We go up there and shoot. Like, so it was like that for me.
A lot of times, for me coaching basketball, sometimes the parents, they dream a little bit bigger, or they dream for their child, and they push their child towards greatness, or sometimes they might push them to shell up and clam up and not do as good as they could. Did you want basketball for yourself as much as your dad wanted basketball
wanted it
for you,
than
or
my
more?
Yeah, I wanted it more than my parents wanted. I was obsessed. Like, I'm literally
Yeah.
not joking. Like, no, my dad didn't have to say, Brandie, come on, let's do this. Hey, like, no, I'm like, hey, Dad, you ready?
Yeah.
Like, I was one of those, like, I was a gym rat. Like, when practice is over, my dad and them get on the court while they down playing this end, I'm shooting at this end. They come down flying down here and get a shot up. Like, no, I wanted. Ever since I picked up a ball, like, it's been 100% like me.
Man,
just
that
wanting
is
to do it.
That's the hunger and determination that most parents want their child to have, man, for something positive. Like, they beating you out the door. They telling you, come on, let's go do this. Let's go do this. I want to go hoop. That's major, man, because it just seemed like you was just ready to work on your own.
Yeah, I wanted to be great. I was obsessed with Michael Jordan. I was obsessed with those people. By then, I'm looking at TV. I used to watch the Bulls and stuff like that. Like, but I always tell a lot of parents that when I train their kids, like, make sure your kid want this. Like, if you always got to remind them to go outside and shoot or throw the football,
Yeah.
you might be like kind of not, hate to say wasting your time, but sports cost a lot. You got to get them here, pay for this, pay for this. You got to make sure that they're 100% in it. Like, make sure that you don't have to remind them to do it. Because if they love it, so they get home, homework done, it's time to go hoop, play football, swim, whatever they into, you shouldn't have to force them to. My father never have to ask me to go shoot or work out. Like, I loved it.
So, other than Michael Jordan, what were some of your other early influences, such as like basketball?
I loved Magic Johnson. I loved Larry Bird. But I'm like 5th or 6th grade, that's when the Jordan's coming out and stuff like that. And that's when I'm like, I gotta be like him. And I had a book he made like that I would read all the time. He was like, one of his favorite quotes, like, when I step onto the court, I'm ready to play. If you're not gonna play, I'm gonna dominate you. And that was kind of like, I was like in 5th or 6th grade, and that was like my mindset. Like,
Yeah.
and my dad, like, you want this work. Like, he told me that, and it was over. Like,
I always want to ask you also, was there ever any other sport that you found that you thought that you could have dominated in?
not really. Like, of course, in middle school, I played volleyball and stuff, and before that, I played football. But like, no, like I was okay in those sports, or whatever. Like in volleyball, I think I was a little better than okay. But like, no, I didn't. I've been passionate about basketball my whole life, so I never found that passion in anything other than playing basketball. Like, I'm happy that I train now because I'm still passionate. Like, I love training. And I never thought, like when I retired, I didn't think I could find something that I'm just as passionate about. But it's always been basketball for me.
And to me, that's something I try to instill in my son. Like my son is a basketball player. He played for opponents right now. He's a senior this year. And literally, because he say, I want to do this and the third. But I'm like, if you truly love basketball, it's not a want thing. It's kind of like you're going to take what the game gives you.
Yeah.
Right? So can you kind of speak to that before we get to farther down the road of taking what the game gives you?
What you mean by taking, like, as far as, like, your son love it, he shouldn't even have to tell you. They should be able to see it. Mm-hmm. If you ain't in the gym, you outside running. You ain't outside running, you doing push-ups, sit-ups. You trying to get ahead of the game. Like me, couldn't run, slow as heck. But my dad had me, hey, I'm jump rope, I'm doing this and that. Because a lot of people forget that playing a sport is only half of the part. Yes. You got to be conditioned. You got to do all this other stuff. Because for me, like, college was one of the hardest level I played at because it was more mental than anything. Mm-hmm. And I thank God that my parents weren't just like, hey, well, you don't want to work today or you want to miss practice. No. You're going to practice, you signed up for this and that. Like, nowadays you get, we got to go to the store or this is coming. Like, you got to be committed. When I got to college, the thing that got me through was being mentally tough because I had worked so hard my whole life to get there. I didn't want to quit this and that. Now, I will tell you this, like, my first week I called my dad, like, hey, Dad, I got to come home. He's like, well, I'm at Ohio State. I'm like, Dad, I can't keep up.
We ain't got there yet, though. So
they was conditioning, though. The conditioning, your son, your senior, tell him to condition.
Okay.
When I got to college, y'all, that was a whole different it was a whole different game, the conditioning part. But if your son love it.
So we'll get to the condition part. So let's start from McFarland, transition into CJ.
Well, we had McFarland. You said seventh grade, you was averaging like 37 a game.
Yeah, I probably still got the paper clip. Yeah, it was I was averaging 37. Because, again, I have been playing with boys, so I'm a lot stronger and stuff like that. Like, you got to realize it's girls basketball, and of course it's not as popular as guys. So I've been playing since 3rd grade, 4th grade. You got some girls that's trying out for their first time.
Yeah.
Like, we had like 2 plays. It'd be like, play 1, make a pass, give it back to Brandie. Play 2, make 2 passes, give it back to Brandie. So those was the plays in middle school.
So look, Brandie, I don't know.
Coach Kraft's a good coach, though. Hey. He know that's the truth. But like, yeah, those were our plays. Like,
Brandie, hold on, give me a story about a game where you just went crazy out there and you just went off. What's your high? What's the most you ever scored?
50-something.
But you got to realize this is all late. I just would go by him, shoot, like, because I was more skilled because I had been working. Like, right. You got to realize, even after the game I had 40, my dad be like, okay, we're going to Westwood. Yeah, let's go.
Right.
Because this wasn't getting me better because, of course, I was playing against a bunch of girls that – now, you had some girls that might have 2 or 3 good players on their team and stuff like that, but for the most part, it wasn't. And I was a lot better than most of the teams.
You was just out there just doing it.
My dad had me in the gym, man. Yeah. I was in the gym. Yeah, and I was playing against guys, so I was stronger and I could do a lot more stuff. Like, that's what got me through a lot, like being stronger because I had to play against guys.
Did you guys lose any games at McFarland?
We lost one game in 2 years. We lost one game.
All right, so.
That was my 8th grade year against Fairview.
Fairview, okay. Was Daquan Cook in Fairview at that time?
I think I'm 2 years older. He probably still in middle school.
Okay.
Elementary. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 2 years older than him because when I was a junior at Ohio State, he came.
Daquan Cook's interview, he told us that he didn't know how good he was when he was in the 7th grade. And he didn't even see himself as good at that point yet.
Man.
He said it wasn't until maybe his 8th grade year or his 9th grade year where he really knew what time it was.
Yeah, and then you realize he going to high school at 6 foot, then you're 6'8", 6'6", or whatever. That make a difference too. But he played for Westwood with us too. Like, he always he always could play.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. A lot of us don't see ourselves as other people see us, and sometimes that keeps you humble because maybe had he known he was that good, he wouldn't as far as he went.
For sure.
So.
For sure.
That's
so you done hit 50 in a game before.
Yeah. But that was, again, against them, like, like.
Yeah, but it's still good, though.
Why do you feel like that is, like, not a stat? Because the fact that you like,
because that was middle school
other girl, like, wait. You here on the Legend Review podcast. You being celebrated today. Like, today's your flower.
Appreciate that.
Understand, you played against people that are just like you, who woke up with the same 24 hours that you had. Mm-hmm. Dropping 50 on them is still a stat.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It is. I'm grateful for that. But it was.
You're grateful you did it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I know. Nah, but you know what though? Honestly,
I love it.
Honestly, that's part of genius though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, it was easy to you, and that's why it's kind of like, well, it really wasn't that hard. It wasn't
I'm
that
not saying
hard.
that. I'm just saying I just felt like because my dad, like, he
Them
prepared
girls was just basically cones. They was drill cones. You was going around.
No, because there was some
Who was
good
some of your
players.
contemporays during that time that
Oh,
were
you
great?
had like far as the players, you
Yeah.
had like Candace Baldwin that could play.
Yeah, okay.
Jessica Terrence could play.
Yeah.
Lanine McLemore could play.
Yeah.
They were a year older though.
Yeah.
So I mean, I only got to play against them for 1 year, but I mean, Latoya Reed could play, but I just was a little bit more prepared.
Was you playing up at
My
at
seventh grade year, because we only had one team, so we had to play against the eighth grade.
Okay, all right.
Yes, but my dad prepared. My mom prepared me mentally. My dad prepared me physically.
Yeah.
Like so, it was like I was. Like,
That's
I
a
didn't
bar.
care. Like I was just doing what I love, and I was never like. Of course, they had 2 or 3 good players,
Yeah.
and I
Man,
had a
shout
good
out
player
to
on
your
my team.
dad and your
Oh,
mom.
I got the best parents in the
Man,
world.
shout
Let's
them
go,
out, man.
man.
You know
Shout out
why?
to Mama and
Man,
Daddy
but
love.
Pops, man, you know what, man? Shout out to Pops, man, for like cultivating that talent, though. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what he had in his daughter, and then basically giving her the juice, man,
Sacrificing
and loving
so
it.
much.
Yeah, man.
Every
Yeah, man.
weekend,
Shout out,
every day.
bro.
Like you gotta realize, I started playing AAU at like 11 years old, and that's when you traveling, like not just to like not a state over to Indiana, or Tennessee. We in Florida, Wisconsin. My dad didn't miss a tournament.
Right.
My dad missed 2 games while I played in college. And remember, I'm in at Ohio State. Like
We got there, yeah.
I'm just saying, like my parents
Yeah.
have been a supportive system to me. Like
Yeah.
So like super shout out to them, because I think a lot of kids don't realize when their parents like getting off work, take you to practice, doing this and that. My dad getting off work, taking me to practice, going to shoot extra, waking up, doing this
Right.
And he did that for
And
my whole life.
He believed in you. And the thing about it is, from what you're saying, you wasn't just good at first. So he supported you getting good, rolled with you through the process. That's the cultivation right there. You know what I mean? And then when you actually got good, he pushed you to continue to love it and not give up on it, even when it got hard
And to
later
not-
in life.
To not be like, because you know a lot of people hear that they good.
Yeah.
They're like, don't listen to that.
Right.
Like, and my mom was like that. Like, no, okay, well, what's next? Like, don't ever get comfortable. A lot of people can get comfortable when they're about, well, you good, or then you see yourself in the newspaper and like you like, no, like my parents never let me be like, oh, this is it. It's like, keep going. Okay, now you this good. Now keep going. Now get here. Like my parents did that for me.
I got an observation too.
Was there ever one point before you got to the part where you started receiving accolades that you felt like you wanted to quit or anything like that?
Nah, I never. No. Except for the one time I called home from Ohio State, that conditioning. Other than that, no, I loved it. Like, you know, I love it. Like, it was never a for like I just wanted to play. And it wasn't like, I know some people like they got this escape story because they need like my mom and dad, they had the lights and stuff on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I wasn't sitting there, I'm gonna do this to take care of my mom. Like, no.
Right.
I just loved basketball.
The room in their backyard had paved everything.
Oh yeah, my dad had me a court back there,
Yeah.
so yeah, like I loved it. Like he didn't like we leave Westwood. Okay, if it's still a little light out, we're gonna get some shots in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like so, it wasn't. I didn't have a bad story that needed me to get out of I need to hoop to take care of this. Like no, like I was able to be a kid, but I chose to play basketball because I loved it.
Man,
So-
that is so cool.
How did you get to the choice of CJ? Because I'm pretty sure you
I
probably
was
had
pissed off.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I wanted to go to Dunbar because
Personally.
yeah, because my friends and stuff was going there, and I went to McNary and McFarland. Those are Dayton public schools, so
Yeah.
my dad told me I was going there, and my mom, I was crying the first day. I was upset because then I'm around like for the first time. Of course, I didn't play AAU and stuff like that, but I had never went to an all-white school basically.
Yeah.
So I was in there, then the grading scale was different. So
Yes.
you know, like the 84 as CJ is a C. So I was struggling my first year. Somehow I adapted to it, and it was the best decision they ever made for me. When I got to college, I wasn't struggling no more.
Yeah.
CJ prepared me.
Yeah.
But
Shout out CJ. My
Yeah,
daughters
for
go to
real.
CJ
What's that
right
transition
now.
Like though,
That was tough.
Like other than just like the academic part, because like you stated that you know it is a big culture change between going to a black school
all black school.
to a white school. Like, what was that transition like for you?
It was tough at first, not because for one, I didn't want to be there. So that's already you kind of waking up upset going to school. And then, okay, like now you're in a class with these people. And at first, I tell you, I felt dumb because I didn't know the stuff that was going on. And not saying that McFarland do their job. They taught me what they could teach me. But then I'm around kids that came from Catholic and private schools and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting a tutor that helped me out a lot, and I stayed with it. And I'm glad. I tell my parents, well, my father, my mom passed. I tell my father all the time, like, I'm grateful that y'all sent me there. Like, because that prepared me. Like, when I got to college, wasn't struggling, knew the work, could do all this stuff because CJ taught me a lot. Like, I think it's really important, like, that we make sure our kids are learning in schools.
Word.
So
like, it's really important.
So right now, what we're about to do, you guys, we're about to transition to Brandie's high school career.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because for you to be able to go to college, we know that you had to be out there doing what you love to do, and that's balling. But before that, man, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, you guys. Man, we want you to go to Sheik's for breakfast, right? Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you ever get injured, call attorney Michael Wright. And if you want to turn up a little bit, drink some wine, get some Kiara wine. Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. And then the shoparea.com, you guys. Shoparea.com, they got a lot of different stuff what you need. Like little baby black Amazon, man. You feel me? They going to grow the Amazon, but we got to help them grow. So, man, the shoparea.com. And you guys, we are T-Shirt Kings 247.com. T-Shirt Kings, we at 4301 North Main Street. We got my bro Dash Resources, man. Sales Stocks Not Dope. Every Sunday, he teaches you how to invest your money properly and get you a big old bag. And Gold for Your Mouth, the #1 gold teeth designers in the world. We've been doing it since 1999. We stay on our grind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm on fire, man.
The nigga went on vacation. This nigga like,
Check game. Listen, you guys.
I love you,
Man, tonight, man. Well, not tonight. Once we get to tomorrow, man, we got a new commercial, bro. Our new commercial is literally dropping on all of these stations, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see this YouTube.
The Friday
traffic. I got traffic. We starting tomorrow, bro. We going crazy.
Come on.
Actually, our main broadcast of our new commercial is going to drop on the Lakers and Golden State Warriors opening day tomorrow, man, on TNT, man. So y'all make sure, man, y'all check out our our commercial. We remade Friday the movie, and it's all about T-Shirt Kings. It's called a Friday at T-Shirt Kings, but we on Disney Channel, Oprah Network, ESPN, TNT, MTV, VH1, and a lot more channels, man. So you guys make sure that y'all tune in, check us out. We're going to be on Skip and Shannon tomorrow. So, yeah, man, we like really going crazy. But, of course, enough about me, man. We got to get back to Brandie. Brandie, we want to know how you was able to take your game to the next level once you got in high school, because you was killing them when you was in the 7th and 8th grade. But now we want to know, once you got to high school, did you meet a little more resistance with the people that you was playing against, or was it still a hot knife through butter?
As far as the opposing teams, it was a lot more talent because CJ, we weren't in the league, so they picked our game and stuff like that. It was, I got to play against Candace Parker and them, so it was a lot more talent. Yeah. But I had a lot of talent on my team. Megan Duffy, she played in WNBA. She now coaches in college at D1. But I had a really good, solid team that I played on, and I think we lost 8 games our whole high school career. We were pretty good in high school too.
Yeah.
What was Candace Parker's skill set to you during that time?
A whole nother level. Candace Parker is what, 6? I'm 5'10". She's 6'3", 6'4". I don't know, and could do everything I can do but better. But I think they beat us by 2 in overtime. She probably had like 40. I probably had like 35 or something like that.
Yeah.
We was going at it.
Run your mouth.
Oh no, she can go. I can't. I wouldn't even put. I give credit where it's due.
I'm giving you credit.
We giving you credit. You are a legend.
I was like, I didn't never care who was on the court.
Yeah.
Man, woman, I don't care if you rank this, and like I'm gonna do whatever I can do.
Yeah.
To compete. But no, she's a beast.
So is she from Ohio?
No, she's from I think Chicago.
Yep, she definitely.
So y'all, but at Chaminade, you guys end up
y'all like Minnesota. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, CJ wasn't in the league, so he would pick. We played against a lot of.
Was that because they had you on the team and they was ready to go up against anybody?
I think we had a good team. Megan Duffy, she's a year older than me. She probably was top top 10 in the country.
Yeah, so you and Megan together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that was
yeah.
we won a couple
Y'all-
national championships together. And you,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dog.
the best point guard I ever played with. Mentally. Like,
What position did you play, Brandie?
I played at 3, but I could play like 1, 2, 3, 4 a little
Yeah.
bit. Like I could.
You
like,
can handle it.
Yeah, my father, when he had me in the gym, he didn't have me working on one thing.
Love Brandie.
He didn't have me working on one thing. He had me working on everything, so I could do a little bit of everything on the court.
Yeah.
So like playing with Megan, then Ashley goes. We had a great, like with CJ, as good as we were, we never had anybody in the circle that was like, oh, well, you shoot too much. And it was all love. Right. Everybody knew their role, and that's why at one time we were ranked #1 in the country at CJ.
Absolutely.
Because everybody knew their role. It was the parents loved it. It was never. That's probably the best organization I ever played in.
Did you guys compete for a state championship?
Yeah, we won my senior year. My sophomore year, we lost in the championship.
But you won a state championship
my
in
senior
Ohio.
year, finally. It took
Yeah.
forever.
Yes.
But, yeah, we won a state finally.
So, like, what was that like to win out on, like, your senior year?
That was a blessing because, like I said, we lost 8 games my whole high school career, and like, of course, I lost my sophomore year in the state, junior year in like districts or something like that. So it was like I started feeling like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do because I was used to winning. Like,
Yeah.
I was used to winning. So when I wasn't getting what I wanted, like that was, it's like back to the drawing board. Like, what can you do? Like, and it like when I finally got it, I was grateful. Super grateful.
Now, it's one thing I always thought about was, like, for instance, so, like, like me going to a city school, right, compared to going to, like CJ, for instance. There's a different temperament when it comes to, like, the games, right? So, like, if you go there, you got the miss it. Like, we got, like, the rock, like, crowd. Is there a part of you that wish that you had a part of that, or do you feel like you got way more from your experience as CJ than what you would have got by playing city basketball?
I think I got way more from my experience from CJ. Like I said, I got to play against Candace Parker. I got to play because I know the Dayton Public, you're playing against the same 2 teams. Right. I mean, same 6-7 teams twice and stuff like that. I'm in Minnesota playing. I'm here playing. I'm playing against the Kenton Ridges, and when I was playing, Kenton Ridge was averaging 100 points a game. So I think I got way more out. Of course, the crowd wasn't like, they would clap and do that, but like, no, it was fine for me.
And them suburb schools be going crazy. They crowd, they fan section be.
I think it's different. I think it's different.
It's a lot different.
I swear.
Maybe now they might be, but like, of course,
I don't
like,
know, man.
My mom was in the stands going crazy for me.
Yeah.
I could always hear her voice over everybody.
I don't know. I mean, if we talking about suburb schools and white schools and stuff like that, like sometimes, like for instance, colleges.
College is different. That's different.
Yeah,
College, them fans going crazy. They painted up, shirt off.
Yeah, it seems like I be seeing them at flying to the hoop though. And I mean, maybe not. I don't know. But Fairmont and shit, it seems like I be seeing them out there with their chest painted.
Maybe now,
but not then though.
It was
Right.
a little bit like, good job. And like, it's like, of course, like playing at CJ, like, he always said, act like you've been there. So it wasn't a whole bunch of like crazy celebrating after you got an N1 or something like that. You pump your fist, go to the line. Like,
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was more like you.
The
act
Patriot
like you
way.
gotta expect
Yeah. Bill Belichick.
celebration, sub you out. Right. So it was.
So before we transition into college, what was like the culture at school like during the time that like y'all are winning and something going out? So like for instance, let us say for instance, the year y'all lost compared to the year y'all won, what was the school culture like while you was there?
We always had a lot of respect in school because again we were in the paper and stuff all the time. But I know my freshman year, our boys are like 1 and something. They did terrible, and we probably won every game but 2 games. The guys' games would sell out, and then we just had our parents there.
Yeah.
So, but it's always been like that for boy and girls basketball. But of course, when you go to school next day, they're like, I read the paper. It's like, come support then. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of like that for. A lot of people don't find it as interesting. It's not as fast and not a bunch of dunks and stuff like that. But my parents was there. My family supported me, so I was content with that.
For sure.
But it was fine.
So 2003 McDonald's All-American. What was that like for you?
I was humbled. I was happy because I was in the same game as Lebron because I was already a fan of his. My father took me to UD to see him twice. Then we went to Cleveland to see him. So I was grateful for that. And I just I'm like, okay, well, this is good. But again, like, it was never a bunch of celebration. My dad was like, hey, you at McDonald's of America? My mom was like, okay. Like, my parents were never, like, trying to get me to just, like, look at this and be, like, be satisfied.
Yeah.
So, of course, like, when you look back at it, it's like, wow, you was one of the 24 girls picked in the country to go to McDonald's All-American game. They give you a ring, you get a jersey, you get a warm-up, you, like, ceremony, the dress, like, all this stuff. So
Where'd y'all go to play the game at?
I think it was just in Georgia or Georgia. I think it was in Georgia. And then you got, it was Chris Paul, LeBron. It was all like that was studded out. Like
That whole
Jay-Z
draft
came to the
class.
game. Yeah, it was. I think it was Dang. He was in the game. Like it was that class was studded out. Like Aaron Brooks. I don't know if he still played, but he was in the NBA as well.
Yeah.
So it was crazy.
Aaron Brooks could play too.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Yeah,
LeBron.
Chris Paul.
I was obsessed. What's his name? Shannon Brown.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to meet LeBron?
Yeah, because we was in the same thing. Like I got pictures and everything with him because it was like we all stayed in the same hotel and had to do the same thing. So
yeah, and y'all was both from Ohio too, so y'all know y'all connected there.
I'm the biggest LeBron fan in the world.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with LeBron. Like I had to stop going places when they would play because I was betting and talking crazy. My dad like, Brandie, look, promise me you're gonna stop. Just stay at home when they play. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got you, Dad, because it was getting crazy. I be in the shoe stores arguing. Like she'll tell you, like I'm obsessed.
Man, I love LeBron too, man.
I love
Real stuff, bro.
I love greatness, man. He from Ohio.
Always stand for the win.
And you know what? He don't have to be your favorite player, but I just hate when he can't do this. He like this man is great,
man.
It's gonna be a long time before we witness something else like that.
We
like
for sure.
Yeah. So it don't be like, oh, he don't have to be the best player ever, but when you just don't get a man his credit, that's hating. I don't like that. Like just he don't gotta be your favorite player, but when you just all the negatives, like he a crybaby. This man is great. Y'all witnessing what people may not ever see again. What, he 37?
Yeah.
Balling last year, had he not got hurt, he could have been an MVP.
Could have been the MVP last year.
36 hooping like that, like that's crazy. But people hate greatness. I've learned that though. They don't like when something is great.
One thing that I really love about LeBron, man, is just the player empowerment that he done brought to the table, man. Where he done took all of the power out of the hands of the owners, and now they are forced to treat these players right. Build a good team around these star players, or else I'm gonna go somewhere else with my people. And you're not going to control my legacy because I can only do so much by myself. And it does take somebody that's great to recognize that they need a team in order to get to wherever it is they trying to go.
Absolutely.
LeBron, man, the GOAT.
Well,
all day.
I wanna
Mine
add,
too. That's my bro.
Like I don't answer your point is this, like even the detractors of LeBron, right? Like let's say you do not like his basketball accolades, you cannot scoff at what he's done off the court. No basketball player at this level has went this long
on the court.
Any
cheating.
Wait. Forget the court. I'm talking about off the court. I'm talking about a person who done got no scandal, ain't no secret baby mama.
That's amazing.
He done made a whole school where they actually are like ushering in the kids and the parents.
Right.
And the parents. You feel me? Like to me,
LeBron set the bar high.
LeBron is something that.
But on the court, 10 straight finals. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he
10 straight finals, bro.
But a lot of people don't like greatness because they feel like they can't get close to it.
Man,
I love greatness. I aspire to be
that's
that.
a bar, man.
Like, no, I'm saying,
that's a bar, man.
But that's how I feel, honestly. Because when you he's sorry, he trash. This man is a man on and off the court, like you said. Like they got women throwing themselves at him. For Savannah not to have nobody like, hey, well, this his baby, all that type of stuff. Oh, she definitely is, and he treating her like one. And that's why he a king. They dope. I love it.
Yes.
I love everything about
LeBron.
That's my guy.
Man.
That's my guy.
So, before we get to your exit from high school into Ohio State, if you had the chance to go from high school straight to the league like how LeBron did, would you have done that rather than going to college?
Yeah.
Easy, cause I didn't finish it.
Man, listen, I'm not. I don't. Yeah. I hate to say that. I never really liked school. Like when they used to ask me in college, "What's your major?" I'd be like, "Basketball." I'm not for basketball. I was there for basketball. So had they had that opportunity, yeah. When these kids are good, let them go. And I get you, like, you gotta have something to fall back on, but $20 million is a lot to fall back on.
It is.
It's a lot.
It
You
is.
can invest, you could do a lot, like, you know what
For
I'm saying? But
sure.
I know, like, everybody don't know about investment and stuff like that, but
If you do,
No,
if you
yeah,
need help with
I would've
investment,
Man,
holla at
even if you go to
DashResearch.com.
I know that's right.
and even if you go to college, man, and you get a doctor's degree, you ain't hitting no lick on no 20 million, bro.
Yeah, you
It's
talking
gonna
about
take
going to
you a
school for
long
12
time.
years
Yeah,
opposed to
God.
playing for 10 years, and it's just it's not the same in the salary.
Right.
Like, no, I loved basketball. They could have took me out of middle school. Like, I want to listen. All I want to do was play pro. Like, no, I definitely would have went. That's why, like, when these guys, when they got a chance, go.
Has
I'm
the
always for it.
WNBA been around since you was in middle school, or is it something that came on when you was
we
like
had
maybe
back
in
Yeah, and then Cheryl Swoops and all them. Yeah, I think it came about middle school or something.
about
like
middle
that.
school? Yeah.
Yeah, like
sure.
Cynthia Cooper and all them.
And shout out to them queens as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So, to win out high school, what was that achievement like for you? And then what were you looking forward to after that?
I was grateful because I felt like a failure my first 3 years in high school because I was wanting to get a state championship and I never got that. So we finally got one. I'm like, yes, like this is the way to go out. And then going into my, of course, my freshman year at Ohio State because
How do you choose Ohio State?
I don't know. I don't because
I
I
ain't
was
choose the game. The
no.
game chose me.
Because I know, like, you know, you had your Tennessees and stuff like that. I could have went anywhere in the country, like whether it was UConn, Purdue, Tennessee. I had all those offers. I talked to those coaches when they could call and stuff like that. But when I went to Ohio State, he was like, "You want to be the star or something? You want people to want to go to the school because of you." And I remember talking to my parents. I'm like, Tennessee gonna be Tennessee without me. UConn gonna be UConn without me. I wanted to go to a school that I could help. You know what I'm saying?
Build a culture there.
Yeah, and it took a while though, but
What was the courting process like? Because we talked about other athletes that were here as well, like Daquan Cook, others. What was the courting process like for you when it came to like them trying to get you to come to their
call, talk to you, tell you what they like. Well, here you'll do this, blah blah blah. Like, cause I know, like, I had a lot of home visits, like Maryland and all that stuff. They were one of the top schools, Florida, and all that. And of course, like he just was like, he said, "This is where you from." He's like, you got a chance to put where you from on the map. And that stuck with me because, again, like I told my, I'm like, well, Pat Summitt, she was blowing everybody out anyway.
Pat Summitt.
She probably recruiting 10 other Brandie Hoskins.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Like, and a lot of people get caught up in that. Yeah, you might can go to Duke, but can you play at Duke?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew I wanted to play right away. And not to say that I couldn't have, but I was like, when he told me, like, hey, you got a chance to do what nobody has done in a long time. Ohio State was a losing program.
Right.
For a long time. And I was like, you know what? Then Tamika Williams, she ended up being an assistant coach up there. She went to CJ and she had played at UConn, and I looked up to her. And I was like, okay, well, I remember just come home like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to go to Ohio State.
Yeah, that's good.
And I remember he made me call, because my father did make me go visit UD and Wright State. I had no intentions on going there, but he said, you never know who you might need. So don't just say you're not going to go there, and then you go far away 2 years, you want to come back home, but because of how you mistreated them, they don't want you.
Right.
So he made me go to those schools and tell them thank you.
Yeah, man. Pop's got a lot of game, man.
Yeah,
Pops, man.
so he made me do that and stuff like that. But when I just I'm going to Ohio State because I knew like another player that was coming there. She was 6'5", and she was probably like top 15 or something. Jessica Davenport. She was the number 2 pick in WNBA, and we both went there and we helped turn the program around. For sure.
Well, let's talk about that first year there.
Oh, that was terrible, man. I told you I lost 8 games in middle school. I think my freshman year at Ohio State we had lost like 9 or 10 games. I'm like, oh, I ain't lost this many games in a year in my whole life. In middle school, I lost 1 game. AAU, I done won 4 or 5 national championships. We was winning like.
Yeah.
So when I lost 9 games in a year, I was like, what is going on? Like, I wasn't used to that. So we had a senior class that we couldn't get along with that well. But when they got out of there, we won 3 Big Tens. We was ranked number 2, 3 in the country after that. Like, but it was a big adjustment because I wasn't used to losing. Like, I wasn't, like, I get in high school, like, I didn't win a state championship. But again, that's me losing 2 games a year max. Right. But my freshman year at Ohio State, we lost like 9, 10 games. I'm like, this is probably more than that. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
When you was losing though, Brandie, how was you processing it? I mean, did you
lot
know
of
why
stuff.
that y'all were losing?
Oh, yeah. I was like, listen, why we lost, how we lost. Like, of course, like a lot of time I would put it on myself, like, well, you should have did this, you could have did this out, like.
You had a starring role there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I
Okay.
started as a freshman.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, started, but I'm talking about the starring role. Was you the go-to?
Well, it was the one and then the two. It was
Yeah. My freshman year, I was probably like the third person to go to. We had a good senior that she could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But my sophomore through the senior year, it was like Jessica was the best player on our team. She's 6'5".
Yeah.
But then it was me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The seniors that got there, I mean, 2 freshmen coming in, y'all was kind of like taking over for real. They know that they was starting to build a program around you guys. And was they resented that a little bit, or?
I don't know if it was that. Like that movie Loving Basketball, when you come in as freshmen and they've been starting, it was kind of like, it was like a rough patch. Like,
yeah.
Like, we just couldn't like, we didn't get along that well, and like, it just wasn't a good mix. And then Coach Foster was new there too, so this wasn't a class he recruited. He would always let them know that, so then they'd be upset. Well, he didn't want us here. Like, it was a lot going on.
He would let them know that.
I was grateful when they left. They were good people, but when they left, that's when we started winning.
Yeah,
he made the atmosphere a little more catty than it had to be.
Yeah, he just it was a lot. Like, playing for Coach Foster, he one of the most winningest coaches in college. But he played a lot of mental games.
He said, I didn't recruit y'all.
Yeah, he
it was up to me, y'all wouldn't even be.
Basically. I tell people, when you get ready to college, they don't sugarcoat.
Yeah.
Like, they going to come and sit in there to recruit you nice and smiling. When I got to college, I'm like, who is this man? Because this is the same man. He had dimples, smiling in my living room, talking about much he wanted me. I ain't seen no dimples for a long time at Ohio State.
Wow.
It's a different ballgame.
Well,
no baby in college.
Coach Hoskins, y'all... Well, Darnell.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yep.
Okay, so Coach Hoskins just was on the show.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
That's
right.
legendary.
So he told us when he went to Wisconsin, he said now he went to CJ too.
Yep.
And when he was at CJ, he was killing. He said he put together strings of games where he had 30, 40, 30, 40, right?
Yeah,
But when he got to Wisconsin, he said that it was all these players that was like recruited a little bit ahead of him, and they said your job is to get them the ball.
Yep.
So he kind of like had that same type of what you're talking about. The coach come and recruit you at the crib to get you to do whatever it is that you want to get you to the school, and then when they get you there, it's the real deal. Then I mean they gotta sharpen you up and toughen you up so y'all can go to battle.
College is a mental process.
Yeah.
Like, especially at some of the top level, it's a mental process. Like, you'll see people cutting down the nets and stuff like that, but a lot of people, you have no idea the work you putting in for 4 years.
That's crazy.
Like, you earning your scholarship, you literally are like, that is like, it is a process, and it's a mental game. Like, I know I told my father before, like, I played with this girl named Tia Battle. She transferred in with Coach Foster, came from Vanderbilt with him. She was better than me, but she couldn't handle the mental. So as soon as he say something crazy in practice, she probably cry, break down. And I'm soft too, but on the basketball court, I'm a whole different person.
Yeah.
But she couldn't handle the mental, so a lot of that like kept her from going up here. Like, he couldn't break me down because I loved it. Nothing could turn me away from that. But she's 6 foot. She could stand there up under the rim, touch it, athletic, fast, all the stuff I'm not.
Yeah.
And she could do everything I could do, but it was the mental part that she couldn't grasp hold of that I had.
So when you first got to Ohio State, you said that you called your dad about the conditioning.
Yeah, I was quitting.
And said that you was ready to quit. Take us to that day. What happened?
Man, first week is like you waking up at 5 a.m. Your warm up on the track is a mile. I'm like, a mile? I said, that's what I do to work out. Like, but that was the warm up. Then you got all this stuff. And I'm like, I can't even play basketball. This is too much. So after that first week, I just called. I said, hey, Mommy, can you put my dad on the phone? She put me on the phone. I said, I quit. I said, Dad, I'm coming home. He said, okay. He said, I'm going to tell you this. He said, tell your coach. Then you know what? I'll come on up there and get you. You can start working here. I said, all right. I called Coach Foster. I said, hey, Coach, I'm headed home. He said, Hoskins, had I recruited you for track, you'd be in trouble. He said, do me a favor. He said, stick around for the basketball season. If you don't like it, you could leave. I said, okay. Basketball season came. It was different, but that conditioning, I tell kids now, like when I train them, get yourself in shape.
Yeah.
Because that almost caused me to quit and make the most.
Was you not in shape?
I was in shape, but not in shape to do a mile, then another mile, then to do this, and do all. Like, no, I could play basketball. Now, when we got on the court, the drills I can handle.
Did you need that conditioning though once y'all started playing?
Yeah. Because again, college is another level. These girls are strong. They jumping higher than I can. They blocking. They do. So I needed that to help me have this extra push and this quicker first step. Yeah, like I needed it, but I didn't know that because I was used to. I'm playing basketball.
Yeah.
Like, but this was a whole different month of my life. I'm like, I couldn't go to sleep at night because I'm scared to wake up.
Right.
It's
Right.
like, but I'm
Right.
grateful for that. My dad, like, of course, I don't think they would have just let me quit. He said, just call your coach. And I called because I'm like, you know what? This is not for me. I came to play basketball. Y'all got me in the sand, like running at 5 a.m. Like, no, this is not it. Like,
I wonder how many other conversations the coaches had like that though, Peanut. You know, like it's players calling and saying, "Hey, this is too much for me." He's probably been through that before and knew how to handle it, right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, because that stuff is tough, and I think that's why, like I said, people see people cut down the nets. Like, you are busting your butt when you're in school. Like, literally, I know say we got practice from 12 to 3 or 6 to 9 a.m. Before practice, you in school. After practice, you in school. After your classes, you in an individual. After individual, you got weights. After weights, you got study table. Like, this is what you're doing for 4 years.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody in college was good where they come from. So I'm playing with this McDonald's All-American, this Nike All-American. You got to compete every day in practice. I love that part. I love that because I knew, like, I got to put on before I can start.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're around here, it's like, okay, well, that's Brandie. Like, she probably one of the better players, but I had to practice hard I loved that.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part in college, the competing part, because everybody could go.
I love it, bro.
Man, we gotta pay some bills, man.
All right, bro, let's go, man. Hey, no matter what you do, man, when you wake up in the morning, first thing I want you to do is turn to Skip and Shannon and watch our new commercial. Hey,
That's my show.
real talk, man. All right, and then after you do that, go to Sheik's for breakfast, bro. They got this good old French toast platter with turkey bacon. Get you some scrambled eggs. You feel me? Brandie, is it okay for us to eat scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just asking you because you a hooper, man. So we want nutrition, man.
Well, I'm
so,
not a nutritionist. Yeah, I'm eating scrambled eggs with cheese.
Go to scrambled eggs with cheese.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get in trouble by Brandie. You feel me?
Nah, I'm eating with you.
Man,
You
you
talking
can
about
trust me.
cheese.
I took a nutrition class and I got an A in it. You can ask me.
Okay, Peanut, man. Peanut, okay. Is it okay for us to eat scrambled eggs? Man, go to Sheik's and go to.
You eat healthy?
Absolutely.
That's
Go-
a blessing.
go-
I gotta get with you.
Go,
I need to work on it.
go to
I'm thinking about
Sheik's.
Sheik's breakfast.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never
Sheik's-
had it.
You ain't never had Sheik's breakfast? Oh my
I'm a
God! Let me
breakfast
tell you. Let me
person.
tell you about this breakfast, bro.
bro.
Let me tell you about
Oh,
this
God.
breakfast, bro. They literally put like strawberries on your plate, right? Just to just make it look
really
major, bro. Turkey bacon, good old scrambled eggs with cheese, man. I mean, Sheik's great breakfast, man. Go there for breakfast, and then for lunch.
The all natural grill.
Let me show some love to my bros at Agnes All Natural Grill, bro. They on
name.
3rd and Wayne. No, they downtown now. Almost right across the street from the library downtown. They got all this Caribbean style food. Real good. But they also got chicken cheese steaks and the jerk chicken wings. And just,
On that cocoa
just
bread?
fire.
Quit playing
Cocoa
with
bread
me.
is like this
Quit
real
playing with
soft,
me.
real soft bread. It's white bread. It sounds like it's chocolate bread or something, but it's not. It's white, good, soft bread.
Never
And
die eating
it's amazing, bro. Amazing, man. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch, man. You want to make sure you go there and check my bros out. And if you ever get injured, especially in like a car wreck or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Get that good old, what's the thing? Neck brace.
Yeah.
Get one of them out your back seat. Go straight to the hospital and call Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. I mean, I'm
Make
just
the
look. Michael
right
Wright didn't tell
choice.
me to say none of this
He
stuff,
did not.
okay? But I'm just trying to tell
He
you.
was on our podcast.
If you do get in an accident, I heard it's like an automatic 5 bands.
It definitely is. He looked out for me.
First, you gotta call Michael.
Yeah, that's my guy.
What?
Oh, he did. We got in an accident in Florida.
Michael
Yeah,
Wright.
Like 3 years ago. He's go to Michael Wright.
Go to Michael Wright. You
Yes.
heard Brandie? And Michael Wright doesn't
Shout out,
even. Michael Wright even looked out for me before.
He a good guy. Listen.
Yeah.
Man, Michael Wright, bro. 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. My bros, Michael Wright. And then when you wanna, you feel me? Like, let's say that you got a
Unwind.
date or something. you know?
Unwind.
And y'all want to just kind of hang out, bro. You don't even got to go nowhere. You don't want to take her nowhere. Cop you a good old bottle of Kiara wine. You feel me? They got some peach wine. Brandie, this is sweet wine.
I don't drink wine or liquor or nothing.
What?
I'll buy a bottle.
But this is
I'm
like,
gonna let you taste some. Like
she don't drink it. Take a point from
Pleasure
Peanut.
Peach.
But
We gonna drink Brandie's portion.
I love Big.
Don't take my point, because her name is Brandie, so she at least should take a shot of Brandie.
I just don't. I just stay away from all that.
That's a bar and a
That's
point.
not a bar.
He said that's not a bar. Brandie took my point away. Yes. That's legendary.
I didn't mean it like that.
No. Take his point.
That's a
Take
bar,
his
baby.
point.
That's a bar. Yeah, gotcha.
Nah, hell nah. No, you didn't. Hey, listen, go to shoparea.com. That's baby Amazon, bro. Shoparea.com. Let me tell y'all about the shoparea.com. She broke bread with us, bro.
Oh, God.
You feel me? She understood that
bag.
we was on our own podcast doing good over here.
Absolutely.
She said, Peanut, can you guys read my stuff for me? Because she believes in this show. Like Brandie's dad believed in her.
Yeah.
That's how she believed in this show. So listen, y'all, the shop area has a little bit of everything from baby items to electronics, kitchen items, and much more.
Or
Shipping is fast and free from the store to your door.
Hey!
In how long? 4 days, bro.
Bar.
You can order stuff and get it in 4 days. All right. So, man, let's build the shop area up, man. We t-shirtkings247.com -resources.
Oh.
Sales stocks not dope, man. And just, man, live your life, man. Get to your highest positive purpose, like Brandie Hoskins, man.
Thank
You feel me?
T-shirt king.
Bro, because she went to Ohio State, which is great.
I know
But that wasn't her. That wasn't the end of her fate.
Let me.
He is on there rhyming.
Oh, God, Brandie was still.
Vacation,
Brandie was still on a mission to be great.
Great.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
So before we transition,
Peanut.
I got
Back to you, bro.
I got you. So other than school, what other type of things did you have to transition when it comes to like going to school, such as going from CJ, which they had like a rough like curriculum. What was it like your years in college compared to going to CJ?
As far as the curriculum, like I said, like I was prepared for Ohio State. I think one of the biggest thing I didn't like, as soon as I had a schedule, they tried to give me a tutor for each class, and I was like, I'm treated like a dumb athlete. I didn't like that. So I had to work to show them, like, hey, I understand what's going on. I was struggling at CJ because of the grading skill, not because I just like that, but the curriculum was doable for me for the first time. I felt smart coming from CJ.
What was the culture like at Ohio State? Because sometimes we get like wrapped up in the whole it's all sports, it's all sports, it's all school, it's all school. But what was like the like the day-to-day?
Party school. You can be going to class at 9 a.m. and it's a party going on. I see how people flunk out and do all because there's always something to do.
Yeah.
Like parties, all this stuff, like, and a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I was trying to get to the Wnba, so I'm not doing all that extra
Participating.
stuff. Yeah, because it's easy. It's easy, especially then when people start knowing your athletes. Like, hey, come to this. Like, you know, like I was focused, but I see how a lot of people aren't because there's so many things to do. I was like, it's literally a party school. Like and this is what 10 plus years ago. Like, it's crazy. Like every other house is a party going on, and these people doing this and these people doing that. Like you got to be focused. Like you got to be focused to get through there because it's a bunch of distractions.
When you was in school, athletes, of course, now can get paid. At least according to your likeness. Like if you in school now, T-shirt Kings, like, come on, Brandie, man, wear this T-shirt real quick. I'm gonna break a little bread with you.
Yeah, we put the bag at you.
Like, how did you feel? Did you feel like you wish you could have got some of that money? That's a dumb question.
I'm happy.
Like, hell yeah, nigga. Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's not a free education. For sure.
It's an everyday schedule for 4 years. And the moment you sit up, guess what? This girl can hoop, this guy can hoop. So, no, I think they deserve to get paid because they put you through hell. Conditioning is crazy. I can't imagine being on a football team if I'm complaining about the girls' conditioning. On a basketball team, like, no, it's tough. They deserve to get paid. I'm happy for them. I really am.
For sure. I am too.
So every athlete that we come here, we're gonna ask them like a certain question. Do you feel like you left at your your trajectory, or do you feel like you should have left a little earlier, or do you feel like you left at the proper time.
What, retiring from basketball?
No, hell no.
Oh, what you talking about? What'd you say?
Ohio State.
Like, to enter the draft.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, girls, we couldn't leave early. When I got drafted, I was on credit. I had tore my Achilles.
Yeah.
So, of course, my senior year, I think we was like number 2 or 3 in the country. I was having a really, really good year. I believe I was probably going to go like in the top 5 or 6 people picked for sure, because I was having a very, very good year. I had 3 great years. And, of course, I'm playing with Jessica. We, like I said, 2 or 3 in the country. Tore my Achilles. So when I got drafted like to Wnba, I was still out on crutches or whatever. But I mean,
so like the average listener, right? So like we'll see like every athlete go through that type of injury. What is that actual injury like for you?
It's like athlete? It's hell. I tore my junior year. I tore my Achilles.
What was the actual incident that led to you injuring yourself?
I was by myself. Jessica grabbed the rebound. She passed it to me. And I just held onto the ball and looked at the bench. It popped. Because I had tore my junior year, I had tore my Achilles, my left Achilles. And they was like, that's because I had overworked. I played on the USA team in college. We won a gold medal. I think we was in Turkey and stuff like that. But I didn't have my 2-week break. So I went from there to back to that.
Man.
Brandie, you gotta go.
Man. Oh, wait. Span knows what I'm about to say. Every legend on here will say something so legendary, like it's past say, like, I just went and got a gold medal on, like, my
Brandie,
weekend.
come on,
After
man.
that,
You can't do that. Are you kidding me? What? What?
Let's talk about the Olympics.
Oh my God, man! You just said you won a gold medal and was getting ready to move on to the next point, man.
In her spare time.
What?
Because that was you know, they you got tryouts and stuff like in college, and they picked up like you got like 2 different tryouts. And I actually, you know what's crazy? As hard as I had worked and stuff like that, I actually almost let one of my teammates talk me out of going to the tryouts, because they invited me. They invited like, it's like probably like the top 2 or 3 girls from the top maybe 10, 12 teams in the college.
Yeah.
And she was like, you should go. It's one of my friends on the team. She was like, yeah, they asked me to go. She was like,
Hit that cord on your mic, Brandie. Yep. Hold on, y'all. We got a little tech. Hold on, y'all. Man. Oh yeah. Now you
better?
back. Yeah.
yeah, she almost talked me. And this was one of my friends, because she had heard, she was 2 years older, and she was like, yeah, they called me to go to that, but I went and I got cut. And she was like, you got to realize the girls you're going with, their names are bigger. And I'm thinking of the Simone Augustus and Ivy Latta and Cappy Pointer. I'm like, yeah, their names are a little bigger.
Right, but you like, that's you got cut.
No, but I'm listening, because this is my friend.
I feel you.
Anyway, but no, I ended up going and I made the team. Me and Jessica both made it. We 2 of the girls. It was only 12 of us. And we traveled to Turkey, Izmir. We won a gold medal there.
Man, I am so proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna even lie, bro. That is so
Thank you.
major.
That's so legendary. Like, I cannot believe, like, but also, like, what was that experience like?
That's my first time out the country.
Because you came from Westwood. I'm from Westwood.
Man,
I've never been to Turkey.
Man, that is so
that was
cool,
my
bro.
first time out of the country. That was an experience, y'all. They had holes in the ground for you to use the restroom and stuff. Then you had to walk around with your book bag in front.
What?
Yeah, it was a lot.
So that Turkey, that's a Muslim country. Did y'all have to wear
we didn't have to,
any coverings or anything?
No, we didn't have to wear any coverings or whatever. But we didn't move without our group and stuff, because there's a bunch of different countries there playing. But like, it was like holes in the ground for people to use the restroom, because they didn't have no bunch of public restrooms and stuff outside of the thing. Then you had to walk around with your book bag on front, because people would pick a pocket you or take it, especially because they knew you were American.
Yeah.
But we did well. It was a great experience. It was different.
Was it any competitive teams over there?
I think we probably blew mainly like everybody out, because you got to realize, I know y'all probably not like big on that, but it was like Simone Augustus, she can go. Sylvia Phelps. These are all players that are in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Cappy Poindexter. Like, I was probably like the 7th man, 8th man off the bench. Like Jessica Davenport, she was 6'5", so she in the starting 5, because I had to bust my butt to be like in that little circle. Again, I'm 5'10", can't jump, can't run. Like, but it was a blessing to be on the team. It was a wake up call too, because I was pissed off. I'm not gonna like front. I'm like, hey, I need to be. What can I do to play more? And the coach told me, she said, Brandie, you the second youngest person on this team.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, y'all put me on the team. I wanted to play, but that was like, it's like, well, these people they better. They are better, so I had to accept that. But that's something I worked my butt off.
I mean, but y'all was y'all was so good that you got a chance to play.
Yeah. We were really good. I was playing with some beasts. Every player that's on that team is in the WNBA.
Right.
Or at least played and then retired. Like, I was playing with some dogs.
And do they take? Was it only college players that got
was only
picked?
College. That was just for the college. Like, that was the World Games for the college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
That is so major, man.
What was one of your greatest takeaways from Turkey that you could think of? And what was one thing that you didn't like besides the having to poop in the ground? Respect.
Well, the food was crazy. That was different. I mean, I think the first morning we had to walk down and eat because they had us in a tent to eat with the other countries. I remember it was liver and it was warm milk.
Oh,
wait a minute.
God.
I lost a lot of weight over there. I would never forget that. Cause I remember,
You said, where is Sheiks? Where is
Yeah, but that was my first experience out of the country. I'm like, what? And the milk was warm and it was liver and it was stinking really bad. So that's one of the things I couldn't.
Shout out to Turkey.
But I lost a lot of weight over there for the little 3 weeks.
You wouldn't think you get turkey in Turkey.
Man, you think something. But that was just Izmir, so I'm not saying the whole country is like that. I was only in Izmir, Turkey.
Right, liver and warm milk. Somebody over here, the comment section is kind of going off right now. Like,
that was
my
a lot.
God.
But no. I would visit Turkey. This is probably not Izmir. Like I like traveling.
Yeah,
but
for
that
sure.
was just when I went. It was that. I'm like, what is this? And we sitting at the table hungry, looking at each other like, what are we about to do? It was the meat stink. It was stinking too.
Right.
Like, because it had it on the thing. It was like, it had it in their language, and it was like liver. I'm like, so where the other food at? Like, this is it. So we sitting at the table looking at each other like, well, you know me, I call my mom like she can do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Or she out, your mommy, I'm coming to get you because you ain't going to be just over there eating anything.
Get you in Turkey.
She ain't have a passport or nothing. But she know, when you somebody, that's
And,
Right.
And like, what was one thing that you loved about Turkey?
How did you feel when you made the team? How did they let you know that you made it? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is so cool, man. Brandie, hold on. Yeah, hit your mic. Yep. All right, hold on. One more. Man, shout out to the comment section, bro. That told us, bro. All right, Brandie, hold on. Come on, one more time. So, as far as you making a team, walk us through that one more time for the people that didn't hear you.
They put you in the room, and when I seen some of the players that had bigger names than me getting cut, I really was like, I should listen to my teammate.
Yeah,
that's like now. I hate to doubt stuff. I hate to doubt myself, but that's what I was thinking because I'm like, this is a guard. She averaging 20-something points. She on North Carolina team. She get cut. Then I see another girl who I play the same position as to go to UCLA, Noelle Quinn. She can go. She's like she something for the NBA right now. She got cut. So when they called me in there, they like, okay. And you sit down, it's like a little black couch. I'm like, okay. I was waiting on the time. She like, you made it. Man, I just jumped up there, I ran out there, I called my mom and dad. My mom like, I told you, Bugs. That's what she called me.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. So we just happy, like, because that was the first time I had ever had to be like, I might not make this team, and I never experienced that in my life.
Right.
But I was, man.
You made it, bro. You represented the whole city. Like, that's something that I wanted to ask too. When you are going to Ohio State or you are playing in the Olympics and you far away, do you ever feel like you are got the whole city behind you?
Yeah, especially when I'm overseas, I was like, got a game, wish me luck.
Yeah.
300 people comment like, good luck, you got this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, every time I love Ohio.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm representing Dayton for sure.
Man, no doubt, man.
Yeah,
No
so I
doubt.
always carried myself with class. 'Cause I felt like I'm representing Dayton as well as my parents.
Yeah.
And like I'm never gonna be in a bunch of crazy mess and stuff like that. When I step on the court, I'm going overseas to just do my job.
Yeah.
I played overseas for like 9 years. I probably went out a total of 5 times. I took it as a job. I'm sorry, he said how I'm
Yeah.
The viewers waiting, okay? They're like, oh, I heard that part. Now I'm just like, nah, wait.
I always felt like I was representing Dayton because Dayton supported me a lot. Yeah, y'all, the support in Dayton been so real. Like I appreciate.
We
more
love
grateful.
you, man.
I love y'all more.
Yeah.
I love y'all more for real. It's been a blessing for real. Like it's been a blessing. Seriously, it's been a blessing when people really like support you and like. I know I had put up a status like 3 weeks ago because I trained this boys team. They starting a prep school in Xenia, and I'm like, hey y'all, if y'all can help out with some food and stuff like that, because these kids coming from Chicago, someone from Dayton, they need food stuff. Man, these people went crazy with groceries, like. And I didn't even know if I'm for real now. I could have just been posting and taking the food home. But the fact that people support you so much, they're like, hey, what Brandie saying that is true. Like, my truck was filled up with all types of deodorant, soap, food, toothbrushes, gift cards. Like, I appreciate you, Dayton. I really, really do.
Word.
I really do.
You back. So that experience. So after that experience, like, do you go back to college?
Yeah, that was my dream.
So how does that feel to go having that experience coming back to college? I mean, does that like kind of give you a little bit more confidence about yourself when you're going back to practice to play again? How the coach is treating you differently, knowing that?
I was confident. But I was anxious to get back home. I was hungry, but no, I was confident in basketball. It just was never like, dang, do you see this? And like, there was never no arrogance with me. So of course, like, you get off the plane, it's time to go train for Ohio State. Like, so it was never just a bunch of arrogance to me. It was like, I want a gold medal. I don't think my teammates even seen it. Like, they gave it to my parents for them to put up for me. Like. But it was just right back to business because I wanted to win a championship in college. That was my goal. Like it was just right back to business for me. And the coach, of course, he wasn't treating us different. He didn't care like, hey, y'all got like a day and then we back to it. So that my junior year, I didn't have a break from basketball. And that's how I possibly tore my Achilles because they said I had overworked it or whatever.
So like, what is that experience like? I mean, let's find out what it feels like because, I mean, I've never done it.
I hope you never do.
And I hope I never do it.
I hope y'all never do. I tore both of them. My junior year, I tore my left one.
What does it feel like?
The first time I was playing against Boston College, we was in the NCAA tournament. I thought somebody kicked me, and on the video, I'm like, what the? Like, I cussed because I'm looking around and nobody was by me. I heard this. That's the noise I heard. I'm like, what the? And I got the ball.
You heard it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a pop. Like, it's like a loud pop. And I just felt pain. I knew that somebody had kicked me, and I'm looking around, and nobody was around me. And I tried to put my foot down. Your foot goes up like this. You can't do this no more. And I'm walking, I'm like, what's going on? And, of course, like, my uncle and them said, we knew right then that I had tore my Achilles. I didn't know. I'm like, whatever. So we lost that game. We was in the tournament. And they told me it's a 6 to 8 month process. And for 6 months, I was on crutches. You got to learn how to walk and all that stuff.
6 months on crutches.
6 months. Like, you can't put no pressure on it at all. Like, literally 6 months. They do a surgery. They got to pull your tendon down. Your tendon can roll all the way up to your butt. Mine only rolled up to my calf. So they got to pull your tendon back down. And they tell you it's an injury that you should never hurt again. And they also told me when I first tore it, it was like, that was a freak accident. Like, that's usually what happened to older men, like 50, 60, still trying to play sports. But they was like, well, you did overwork us because you didn't have a break. I'm like, okay. So I get back in shape, y'all, my senior year. I'm able to play the first game. I still remember I was playing against a team in New York, probably like 15-7-7. So I'm back to myself. Yeah. Grinding. Having a great year. We go number 2, 3 in the country. I tore my Achilles again. My right one. By myself again. This time I knew what it was. Heard the noise, and I felt the pain. I just grabbed the ball, and I just looked around. I just kind of limped off. We was playing in Minnesota that year. Yeah. And then I didn't think I was going to get drafted because it's my senior year. I'm having a great year. Like, who going to want somebody that's been hurt? Yeah. Been hurt? But luckily, I got drafted by Seattle. But, of course, I had to sit out that first year. My first year playing pro basketball was overseas in Greece. Okay. So I had to sit out another 6 to 8 months with that. Yeah.
So
It's painful. It's crazy. Like you can hear it. Like it's a loud noise, and it feel like somebody literally kick you in your lower part, like where your ankle connect to your leg at. It's painful as hell.
wow. So like during that recovery process, it's not just you fixing what's broke. It's also mental things.
Oh man, that was my first time not being able to depend on basketball. You know, when you're having a bad day or it's not going, you can go to the gym and shoot. I had to literally sit there and deal with everything. Well, this is wrong. You can't go do this. You can't put no prayer. You can't do anything. You gotta. That taught me how to work through things. Cause I could normally just block stuff off and go to the gym. But for the first time, I had to sit there and actually work through a bunch of things. So that it was a learning experience, but it was tough not being able to play for that long, for sure.
What was it like? Because like you in your senior year of college, what was it like for school? Like you were on crutches.
Man, just crutching everywhere in the snow. It was just terrible. I was just mad. It was a lot. I'm
I should have went to school in Florida.
Yeah, because I still had to graduate. So I tore my Achilles in March. I didn't graduate, I think, until December of that year, whatever. But it was a lot.
What did you major in?
Sociology. Eventually, I wanted to help out. I still do want to help out with troubled teens and stuff like that. That's what I want to do, and I'll probably be doing that really soon. But I wanted to come back and help the youth.
So declaring for the draft, what type of, obviously you're laboring an injury. What is declaring for the draft like? I mean, like.
You don't, see, women, we don't have to. Like, it's your senior, you're either going to get drafted or you're not.
Okay.
Like, and I didn't think I was going to get drafted. Jessica, I remember she went to New York, her and Tamika, because Jessica, she's a beast, she healthy. And I remember texting her, like, good luck, I'm so proud of you. Same time, y'all, I'm just hurt because I'm like, man, I should be at that draft. But I watched it on TV, and I'm watching, I seen her get called. Like, I text her, I'm so happy for you. See, all my other friends that I've been playing with, some that I'm better than, they getting drafted. I'm like, okay. Next round come up, and I'm still watching them. They take the first round off. After the first round is up, they just put it on the bottom of the screen. So I'm just sitting there watching ESPN.
Where are you at during the draft?
I'm at my house in Columbus. I'm at my apartment there, and I'm just watching it and just watching. I'm happy for people, but I'm mad. I'm like, damn, why God do this to me? That's how I felt, because, you know, like when you, like, that's all I wanted to do. Like I told you I wanted to be a DJ in 5th grade. That dream was gone. But all I wanted to do was play back. I'm like, why me? Like I tear my junior year, they tell me it's a freak incident. Then it's senior year, I got the potential to go 5 or 6 in the draft, and I'm hurt. And I'm mad at God. I was mad. I'm not going to lie to y'all, because I'm like, I'm doing everything right. I'm working out. I'm doing, like, I didn't understand. So when I'm watching the draft, I see names going across, and then my phone rang. And Tamika Williams, she like, I told you. I'm like, what? And I see my name scroll across, like Seattle Storm Select.
3rd round,
Man,
33rd.
Man, I called my mom and dad. My mom and them already knew, like, I told you, they crying, they happy. Because I'm on crutches. It's not like I could play that year anyway. So y'all bypassed all these healthy players to get to me. That meant a lot to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't play that year. I was just hurt myself in March. The draft is in April. So they liked my game enough to be like, hey, but we're going to keep you for next year or whatever. So that was good for me. Like, it was good for my confidence because, y'all, I thought it was over. Like, I'm just like, I'm a senior. Like, I keep having these injuries. And I'm like, I'm taking care of my body, but I guess God had other plans for me. But for a minute, like, I was really, I know that's mean to say. No, when you put all your all in something, like you you took the right path, ain't been in trouble, you've been busting your butt since you picked up a basketball, you can get mad because, like, well, you get to looking at other people like, well, then she didn't get hurt. Or like, you know, like that's how I felt, and that's mean. But I'm 21, 22 years old. Like, why it keep happening to me? Like, why are you picking me? So I was going through it. That was a lot for me. I was mad. I was really angry.
But when you did get drafted,
hopped
right?
up on them crutches like
what you do? What you do, Brandie?
I was pumped up, and I'm like, okay. So I got I still had like, you got to realize, I just tore it in March. It's April, so I still got 5 months to sit down.
Yeah.
So I got to go through that and go through rehab. But
So Seattle called you?
no, they didn't. They called after my name scrolled across, and it was Ann. That's when she was the coach. It's like, we always wanted you. We were lucky that you were still around. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. Like that meant the world to me, because it's a bunch of healthy players that didn't get hurt that y'all could have picked. So that meant a lot to me.
For sure. So you was hurt, and you had to you had to go overseas first before you actually started playing?
I had to, because, you know, the WNBA only like 4 months. All those players y'all see, like Candace Parker and them, all them play overseas too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because the seasons don't run into it.
Yeah. So you go overseas.
I went to Greece. That was my first country, Athens, Greece.
Okay. And then once you start, how'd you do in Greece?
I did amazing. I was only able to go the second half again because I was hurt, so I went from like January to April. I probably averaged like 26 points. I was back to myself.
Yeah.
Like, but it was a little different because you playing over here with these people. I was the only American. Well, no, I did have an American teammate. She was like 7 years old. She had been doing this, so it was as soon as I got off the flight, I'm trying to call my parents.
Yeah.
It's like no service. I'm like, what? like so that I'm like, I'm about to be over here for 4 months
With no service?
Yeah.
God.
So, but it was basketball, so I was grateful. I was 100% grateful to be playing.
So then you finally get to the WNBA.
Wait. So we're not about to fast forward past Greece. What was that experience like?
It was beautiful. That was a way better experience than Turkey. Weather was beautiful. Food was good. People spoke English. It was a way better experience for me.
One good takeaway and one bad takeaway of Greece.
One good takeaway. The people, they were nice. Because I played in some countries where they weren't. They were nice. They were respectful. Bad takeaway, they could smoke in the gym. So while you hooping, they got cigarette smoke going everywhere. You coughing, hooping. And they always fought the police. After every game was a riot.
Wait a minute.
I never understood
They
that.
fought the police.
Yeah. It was I'm like, what is going on? They're like, hey, Brandie, this is what they do. Like, after every game, it was a fight. The
Dusty
people
bang
fight.
out
Yeah.
with the police.
Yeah, I'm like, let me get out of here. And they smoke. Like,
Shout out to them.
Yeah,
If
no, it was off
12
the
was
chain.
a team, it was your team.
Look, I go to the first game at halftime. We go to the locker room. My teammates get to lighting up cigarettes in the locker room. I'm like, what is going on? She's like, Mandy telling me this is the other man. She's like, yeah, this is what they do. So at halftime, my teammates just back there smoking cigarettes.
You out there with Mean Joe Green.
I'm like, oh, it's going down over here. I wasn't used to that. The locker room smoke down. Like, yeah, this is.
Right. During y'all's game, even during the games, they were smoking.
The referee smoking. The referee put a
Smoking indoors.
baseline.
Right.
Let me get my stuff. Like, as soon as the buzzer go off, they fighting the police. I promise, I'm not exaggerating.
Every game.
Every
You
game.
cannot be.
And I'm like, what are the police doing to these people? Because they was just playing.
Yeah, that's what
I
we
promise
gotta.
you.
We gonna make a clip of this part right here, and
I
we gonna
promise
mix
you, I'm not
in.
lying. I'm not exaggerating.
Man, I believe you
After every
100%.
game, it was the people fighting the police. It just was. Greece was different. It was
This is
different.
my favorite part of the story. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna revisit this.
That was a lot. So I don't know what was going on in Greece that year.
Okay.
They was definitely.
So after the Dusty bang out.
I was getting my bag walking down the street to go home. I went in there just to
Right.
check out.
Okay.
I wasn't a part of none of that.
Okay. So back to what Sven was saying. So transitioning into WNBA, what was that like for you?
You gotta realize, my first try, I got cut. I came from Greece, had a good season, and Anna's there. So it's 3 tryouts, 3 rounds. First round I made it, second round I made, third round. The head coach called me in there because that's how they do the same thing. She like, Brandie, she said, love to keep you. But
Hit that mic, Brandie.
I would love to keep you.
Your cord. I don't know why it keeps doing that over there.
You got it? Is that good?
Yeah.
She said, I would love to keep you, but you have to prove that you can be healthy. But I'm like, why y'all bring me here then? You knew I wasn't healthy when you told me to come on, because, like, I could have just, like,
Right.
I'm upset. Like, I get mad about, there's not a lot of things that make me mad, but that I'm like, so you breaking my heart.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, okay, shit. I called my dad, he's like, okay. My dad is optimistic, so I needed my mom. My mom, like, Boogs, you could do better than him anyway. My dad, like, Brandie, hey, just prove you could be healthy. You got this. He's optimistic about everything.
Right.
That's a good and bad thing, because sometimes, like, dad, like, get mad a little bit.
Yeah.
Leo?
No, his birthday on December 5th.
Oh, no.
I don't know about the sign.
Shout out to
Sagittarius.
He's too pop. My mom, like, you don't forget them, because she just don't know her baby is hurt.
Yeah.
Like, my feelings. But I'm like, okay, so I go back overseas. I went to Israel. Didn't get a call. Went to Greece again, then back to Israel. Then I went to Slovakia.
Before we go there, like, what was Israel like for you?
Cool. I like that too. It was 3 Americans on each team, which was good. It's a party city though. See, a lot of
Israel's a party city.
oh man, they turn up there. And you got to realize the teams are within like 15 minutes of each other, and there's men teams and women teams. So they was turning up every night. I was there for business though, so I probably went out twice in Israel. If that, I was there. I didn't never want it to because overseas for women, I don't know how it's cutthroat. You can have 21 games, then you have 2 games, you got 10-10. Your flight is ready for you to go home. So you got to come to score. Like they need you to take care of business. So I was never gonna let nothing be a distraction from me getting sent home. So I was on the business side. Like it was beautiful. My apartment in Israel was right on the beach. You walk right side, you right on the ocean.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But it was business for me. But then they called me. Ann called me. She had got another job in New York. Like, well, I'm overseas. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. She's like, we got a tryout for you. Great. Get there to New York. Make the first tryout. Cool. Doing good. Second tryout. Cool. Doing good. They bring in Cappy. That's who I made the USA team.
Yep.
Who was better than me. Then they bring in another girl, Candace Dupree or somebody who got big names. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I know all I got to do is do my basketball thing. Like, I don't care. I know I can go. Because at first, it's a bunch of crazy stuff. You got to touch this cone fast. I can't touch no bunch of cones fast. I can hoop, though.
Yeah.
So they bring them in. I'm like, okay, cool. Third tryout, they cut people and called into the office. I think she about to tell me I made it. She kind of like get teary-eyed. She said, Brandie, she said, under certain circumstance, she said, I cannot keep you. I would love to. And I just felt deflated.
Yeah.
I'm why do you keep, this is the same lady that drafted me. You cut me the first time. I'd have proved I'd have been healthy because I'd have been MVPs in Romania. I'm MVP in this country. I led 2-3 countries in scoring.
Yeah.
Leading scorer, league-wide,
Yeah.
2012.
So I'm like, so what are you doing? Like, why? And they just broke me down. I remember calling my dad. She said, well, you could stay around. And I'm like, nah, send me. I want to go home. I'm about to stay and celebrate. Ain't nothing for me to celebrate. And I remember calling him. He said, Brandie, you got to hold your head up. He was like, you got to realize that God might got different plans for you. And of course, my mommy said that too. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Because this is the only plan I had for myself. I wanted to be in the WNBA.
Right.
Being overseas is tough. You go for 7 months out the year.
Yeah.
And you on a different time zone. I'm calling home. Hey, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just felt defeated.
Yeah.
I felt 100% defeated. But for some reason, with basketball, I just could not stop playing.
Yeah.
So I'm back overseas after that, balling. And a lot of them players that made that team, I had to play them overseas. I'm kicking their butt.
Yeah.
But it don't matter because it's over there. And these players, they got their contract, all this stuff. And maybe I was taking it more personal overseas because I wanted what they had.
Right.
But that's how that went for me. But for some reason, I couldn't stop playing, y'all.
Right.
I just wanted to play. But that broke me a lot because I'm like, you called me. I'm in another country and geeking me up.
Yeah.
But I don't hold nothing against her. I love her. She's a great coach. I don't know if she's still coaching, but everything happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everything. I do believe that everything happens for a reason. Because, now, I retired, 4 years ago. I got my training going. My fault, Peanut. But, yeah, that broke my heart, y'all. I ain't going to lie to y'all.
So, how did you transition into playing in Portugal?
Oh, that was cool. Portugal was easy. Not far as the playing part, but easy to adapt to.
Example.
The weather's beautiful. The people don't speak a lot of English for real. But it was a pretty place to be because I played in Romania. Mm-hmm. Those people, they would be cheering for you, y'all. As soon as you get off the court, they're like, nigga.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so it was different. So I had 2 Americans on my team. I remember telling some of my teammates, this is not cool. These are the same people in the stands that's cheering for us. But as soon as you get off, they like, nigga, monkey.
Damn.
Wow. But I played in Romania for 3 years because I was like, you know what, they paying me on time because you can get overseas and contracts is like, oh, well, they don't have this money, they bankrupt. But
yeah.
It was tough playing over there. Romania was tough. Portugal was easy because I played in Romania.
What's an international check like?
It depends. Listen, this is what I tell people too. My first year out of college, I made $4,500 a month. It's tax free, but that's not nothing because you got to realize WNBA players, they first year out of college, they may make $11,000, $12,000 a month, $20,000 a month. It depends on who you are. Mm-hmm. So it's tax free. You can save your money, do whatever. But guys, the first guy, his name is Mike Baptiste. He was in Greece my first year. He was making $32,000 a month, making some money. But the overseas is like college. You got your different levels. I always played the Division I, but you got some people playing D4 overseas, and they might be making $600 a month and staying with a family and all this stuff. So it's different levels of people be like, I'm overseas. Yeah, it's a just like college. Like you got like nothing wrong with it, but you got your D1, D2, D3, did this and that.
For sure.
So it's a different, but it like you can make a lot of money overseas. But a lot of people was blowing it because they going out and you thinking it's gonna last forever. You gotta imagine making $30,000 a month. You spending money in the club, you coming home, then you go, I gotta do this again next year because he was huge overseas.
Yeah.
He said he never wanted to go to the NBA. Because
Right.
you getting this much of money, they're treating you like you Michael Jordan. He probably was only averaging like 15 points, 10 rebounds.
Right.
He's like, I don't want to go to America. Like I'm gonna stay
Right.
here. Like
Shout out to Stephon Marbury, man.
no, yeah, because he probably over there getting treated like a king. People sometimes they look at it as like a downgrade. Like, no, you getting paid to play, and it's tax-free money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you can make it. That's why all those WNBA players they play overseas because it's more money over there.
Right.
That's what I was making my first year coming out of like from being hurt. But people was making way more. And each year you prove yourself, your salary can go up.
Yeah.
And it's tax free. You don't have to spend nothing. Your apartment's paid for. Your car's paid for. You
So
can
they'll
save up.
play the WNBA players. They play their NBA season here in America,
And they
and
go
then when
overseas,
that's over
yeah.
with, they'll go and
Yeah,
play.
because it's so much money. Like I know,
Right.
like a couple years ago, they paid Diana Taurasi to sit out from WNBA. They paid her a couple million to not play and just to train overseas.
Yeah.
Because they can offer you way more than the WNBA. Like it's a little basketball for women is a little bit bigger overseas than it is here because you got the
Right.
NBA here.
Yeah.
But of course, compared to guys overseas, it's still lower, but it's bigger than that. WNBA
Yeah.
here.
You getting paid more overseas.
Yeah, you
in
got to
women's
over there for
basketball.
7 months tax free. You can make a killing.
Yeah.
But you also like people they want to buy the bottles, they want to splurge, they want to come like. I'm sure it's a lot of people that made a lot of money overseas that ended up broke too, because you forget that it don't last forever.
For sure.
So 2014, you was in a magazine article in Portugal for when you was playing international. It was
Oh, okay.
yeah. Can you give us a little bit about that?
I don't know what that article said.
The article was basically you falling out internationally.
Okay, because I remember they used to have those little pictures. I never knew what they sounded like. Okay. I liked Portugal. I think I did well there. I adapted easy because it's beautiful and the people were nice. I wasn't worried like let me hurry up and get in this taxi before these people attack me, because they were different. Romania is like it's a different type of country. Yeah. I had some friends there too though, so I'm not saying the whole country, but it was tough. I know one of my teammates. This is probably like my 4th or 5th year. She was making $13,000 a month. This is her first year out of college, and she chose not to come back after Christmas. She said, "I just can't do it," because she would be with, and they like she's 6'3" or whatever, dark skin. So they like monkey, calling us niggas, calling us monkeys. And I'm like, you better just put your headphones on, because this is a lot of money. And she's like, Brandie, she said, I just can't do it. And she didn't come back. And she never went back overseas after that.
Right.
Me, I'm like, hey, I got to, listen, they paying
Get
us to
that
play. You
bag.
got to put your little headphones on. Don't
Yeah.
nobody touch you, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, but a lot of people can't adapt to overseas because it's different. It's different food, it's different language, it's different people, it's different time zone. Me, I'm staying. I love basketball. Like,
Right.
something in me just couldn't quit.
Yeah.
Like, so that's how it was for me.
So in the last round of the Ad Vargos, you was player of the week. That's what, round 14.
Yep.
You had 32, 5 and 5, right? So what's it like when, for instance, like you've already scored on every collegiate level. What was it like to achieve that at that point in time on your, like, really your exit tour, you want to say? What did it feel like?
I think it felt only okay. Cause we didn't win no championships. So you could be doing all that. My thing is I want to win. So of course, like, it ain't nothing to celebrate when you get 32, 5 and 5, and your team not going to the championship or you're not winning the championship. That's how I like to win. So I'd rather have 10, 5 and 5 and we win than 32, 5 and 5 and a loss. Like, and a lot of people, like, I like to win. So of course, like, when you look back at it, it's like, man, you played well that year, but it's just like, I wanted to win. I never won overseas. I never won a championship overseas, and that was tough for me. But
So how did your overseas career end for you?
far as
Like, leading up to your retirement.
I didn't, when I came home, I think it was 2015. I didn't know if I was for sure retiring or whatever. I just know that year for me, like, it was a lot. They were messing with my stats online. And of course, when you overseas, your stats is what you go off of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, the coaches over there calling like, we want you, we see you doing it, don't worry about it. That, and then I can't say it was a great ending because I still wanted to play. But I'm like, you know what? Your body is beat up. And overseas, I think that ain't man.
That's me.
Okay. When you get fouled, you got to have some blood for them to call you a foul. My body was beat up. I go to the hole. Like, I'm used to playing with guys, so I'm going to, like, I was getting beat up. And I'm like, you know what? I had a couple offers, and I'm like, maybe it's because it wasn't, I can't say it wasn't exciting for me, but I just, it wasn't a for sure thing for me. But, hey, I'm going back. So when I decided that, it kind of hurt my feelings. Because then I'm like, maybe next year I'll feel it. But it's like your body age faster when you're playing sports.
I kind of have a lengthy, legendary quote that you actually said when you said, you came to Roosters and the WNBA game is on.
And I was mad.
And I never watched it because I get mad, angry, hurt, and disappointed because these girls are living my dream out. And the fact that I know more than a handful of them playing only bothers me more. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy they made it. I just wish God would have put me in the books for me to make it there too. Oh, well, that's life, though. I'm 30 now, still dreaming, though. Headed overseas soon. Everything happens for a reason, no matter what. Keep your head up and keep dreaming. After all, I still am somebody. Wnba, wish I was there.
That's how I felt. Because, like, before I used to always have, like, WNBA, HIC, which meant here I come, because I really thought I was on my way there. And then, like, I'm 30. I'm like, man, they not checking for me. Then when you look up on the screen, like, I see everybody I played with in the WNBA, like, whether it was this person. And it wasn't just people I played with. It was people that I had done better than. Like, on the collegiate level, on the high school level. Like, it's like, dang. Like, and that was me, again, kind of being selfish, but I meant it. Because it's like, how did everybody make it but me? And I had to realize, like, a couple years, like, Brandie, you made it, too. You may have not made it to where you thought you should be at, but you made it, too. For me to be 36 and say, my only job I had is training. I've never had a 9-to-5. Like, I've been able to turn this into a full-time job, but when you want something so bad and then you see the people there, like, man, you know what I'm saying? But I also learned to stop comparing myself, because that's the stealer of joy. Like, that's the thief of joy, to compare what everybody else got going on. Because, like, I don't know their struggle. They had a struggle to get there, too. So I'm just looking at, like, dang, I got hurt, then I got cut. Like, I stopped comparing myself. And that took a lot of stress off of me, because I was, like, I meant that post. I remember sitting at Roosters. I was there with Leah. We was sitting there, and I'm watching, like, and I'm happy, but I'm pissed off, because I'm not supposed to be sitting right here at Roosters. I'm supposed to be on this TV, but I learned to stop comparing myself and just be grateful for what I got, because my life turned out pretty good.
Let me tell you what else she posted. In 2016, she posted a bank statement where she was literally, like,
that was a joke. That was not mine. Listen, I found that on Facebook. No, that was a joke. You know I wish that was my account. It was a thumb and a friend. It was like, these banks take out way more money.
Yeah, it was like $4.
I was like, it was like $1 million in the account, though. No, I would never do that. That was a joke, I promise. I was just being goofy. I probably was overseas bored or something. But
so, here on Legendary People Podcast, we had a thing called the Butterfly Effect, where it's either something you said during the course of the interview that I found that was truly amazing, or something I found during the course of my research that I found that was truly profound. And I want to say this off top. You grew up right down the block from me. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, like me. Mm-hmm. Like, not nobody else. I don't think nobody in this room to have a different connection to you than I had. Mm-hmm. You glorify a bunch of people that you say, oh my God, these people are so great. You was that to me.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you say, like, for instance, like, it's so easy to say, oh my God, LeBron is the greatest. LeBron's the greatest. I played basketball. I literally played basketball with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To see what you've accomplished in your life, not to mention what you still have left to accomplish. Like, we made Legendary People Podcast because so many people don't get a chance to even hear great things told about them till they're literally a eulogy. Mm-hmm. You literally gonna see it from heaven. So I want to tell you right now, like, I find what you've done in your life truly amazing, truly legendary. Like, I'm telling you, and then, like, a catalyst to that is what you've done for other people. Like, I remember seeing you go through this journey, and then you come back to starting camps, and literally, I watched every single video. I see them kids out there dribbling the ball.
Thank you.
Everything. So, like, because, like, the way you do it is a simple, like, it's different compared to anybody else, because, like, you do it in a dating way. Like, it's a certain mantra we have where we do things with offhand ease. Like you could be in a room full of everybody and you just still going to hold your ease perfectly fine. But the fact that you still have the you know what I'm saying, like the actual wherewithal to give back, to help others.
That's what you're supposed to do.
It's way more influential than I think, you know what I'm saying, like you actually are putting the cap on it, because like so fact you're saying maybe God has something else for me. And I think the butterfly effect of what you're doing is the dividends you are putting in. And I promise you, the butterfly effect of what you are doing with these kids is going to pay the dividends. Because I promise you, you was just a girl from Westwood, man.
Thank you, Pina. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I really appreciate
That's all
that.
good.
Thank you. I gotta learn to start like looking at myself in a different light, because I don't but I appreciate everything you said.
You are LeBron.
Thank you.
You are
I'm working.
LeBron.
Thank you. I'm working on like being more positive to myself, like Brandie, like when my dad, like he got a room full of all my stuff when I walk in the house, and like when I sat in there, I think it was Sunday, I was watching the game. I'm like, man, it's all my stuff, and my parents have always like instilled in me to be humble and to be grateful and stuff like that. But I'm working on looking at myself the way other people do, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Smedro.
What is he doing over there?
Man, bro, I'm reading something real quick. It says,
Oh, that's what it stands for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brandie brought us gifts.
Be Haas.
Believe, hustle, overachieve, succeed. It's an acronym.
You feel me?
Yes.
We love when our guests bring us gifts, okay?
Man, I'm over here lit, man.
Oh, yeah, it's hard.
Thank
I got
you.
my
Believe,
Be Haas shirt.
hustle, overachieve, and succeed.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yes.
It's hard.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, we welcome. Appreciate y'all.
You know, there's something about great people who always feel they could do a little bit more. You ain't the only one, you know. I mean, it's just part of being great. And so you just know your potential, and you know that you got a lot more left in the tank. You had more left in the tank. You still got more left in the tank, you know, but great people just can't see their greatness a lot of times. And nobody can tell you, nobody can make you be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right there with you. A lot of people come and give me flowers and tell me good stuff about myself. But I just always feel like, you know, I know that I could do a little bit more. I might be able to wake up a little bit earlier, or I got a lot more left in me. You feel me? Like, I know that I could have saved a little bit more. So I think that there's comfort in knowing that you're not alone sometimes. You feel me?
Yeah, I appreciate
like
that.
we all could just be a little further than where we are. Sure. You feel me? But then there is a certain point when we got children. Like, we all are the Most High's children, right? And the gratitude and being appreciative of what you have is the key to being able to get a little bit more. For example, if you came in here and you brought me this shirt, and I was like, damn, hold on, you don't got no pants for me too?
Oh,
I like a
wow.
whole jogging suit. Where am I? You didn't bring no pants? It's a little disrespectful to you, the giver of the gift. And you got so many gifts, you see? And you are an Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, my God.
You are a champion. You are a state champion. You are a college graduate.
Yes.
Thank you.
You here on the Legendary People podcast on Matriarch Monday as a legend.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, and this ain't no
This ain't a run-of-the-mill joint.
No, I ain't saying with I mean, I ain't saying this shit just to try to just make you feel good about this shit. Like, this is just like real facts that's going on. And you just got to realize the things that you have achieved. It's like, man, a dream come true for so many people.
Yes.
And you played basketball overseas, which, according to you, it pay more than what it do over here. It's a little bit better. There's a little bit more prestige, man. So, you know, I just wanted to tell you that you're a queen. And
Thank you.
all of this great shit that you're doing has came so easy for you.
Yes.
That's the true sign of a genius,
Absolutely.
man. And you've spoke on here, man. If I was to read these comments to you, the thing that I vibe with you with is just this humble, vibe
Yes.
of. I went to the Olympics. Like, you dismiss all of your
fast
great.
forward past that.
You dismiss the great things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? And that's just because you got so much more to do. And it's true. And who knows what's next for you? But of course, even when you do those things, you will probably still feel as though you have more to do. And that's just being ambitious. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just see you as, like, you have done some stuff, sis. Like, you literally...
Big dog status. The first girl to get big dog status around here.
I mean, come on, man. You went to the All-American game. Like, you are selected.
Yes.
Honestly, the best of the best, over and over and over and over. And even being injured, you were still picked for the WNBA.
Thank y'all. Y'all funny.
Yeah,
like,
being real, like,
man,
and then don't leave out the fact that sometimes people make mistakes and don't pick what's great. Like, that shit happened too. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's there. Like, I'm telling you, like, man, people done passed me. You know how many women have turned me down? What idiots. What idiots they were.
They were turning him down since wait. They were turning Smith down since BC days. Like you said, Smith always been here. Smith ain't never been young. There's no baby pictures of Smith. Smith has always been here. Like, I'm putting on Smedra.
How many women have said no? Get away. No, just
so I got a couple more quick hits.
Yeah, come on, man. Hey, we gonna talk some basketball because the NBA season about to open up tomorrow, bro.
Well,
we got Brandie in here, bro. We gotta talk some of that real shit. All right, Peanut, go ahead. What you got?
So young Nelson and his story about working out with you and when you was in 6th grade, the whole Jim Clayton story, 2017, 3 games, 3-day championship. That's under your belt as well. So you ain't won no championship. Dayton Metro, 2020, Ohio State 3 times, all Big Ten player.
What'd she do?
2020 Ohio State 3 times, three times, not one time, 3 times.
Yeah.
All Big Ten player BH on the staff and skills training and player development, which you brought back home to teach our kids here.
You're supposed to.
Let's say what else? We have
helped about 1,000 kids down in Roosevelt. Don't leave that.
The Jim Clayton magazine and what's it called? It's called Basketball, but it's spelled the weirdest way I've ever seen before.
I don't even know.
It's called Magazine BASQUETEBOL.
Oh, he getting fancy.
Yeah, so it had to be in Portugal, of course. Let's see. We still got one thing I also want to say was that something that speaks to your character more than just basketball, which we had him on our podcast before. Well, like Smith wasn't here for that podcast. Smith showed up when we had the honorable. No. Seriously, like this is a real subject, Smith. I swear to God, I'm not being funny. I swear to God.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
who was it? Who was here?
Remember when we interviewed Marlon Shackelford?
I was here for Shaq's interview.
Before Shaq came in here, he actually came into the back.
Daryl.
And I remember a guy that was on this podcast was literally talking about how he was being bullied online. You was one of the first people I see to stand up for him because of that whole.
Oh, the Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl.
Oh yeah, that wasn't cool. I don't like all that stuff. I wasn't brought up like that, and I think it's crazy when adults get to bullying adults. We trying to teach our kids not to do that. Yeah, because I thought that was sad. Every other status was making fun of people commit suicide.
Absolutely.
And then everybody like rest in peace when you could have kept your evil comment to yourself about what this guy was supposed to be doing or not doing. I never been one that could be interested with somebody doing behind closed doors, as long as you're not harming nobody, touching no child.
Right.
But we as people in general have to do better. I've never seen so many people just jump on a person because they think it's funny. You a grown man, grown woman carrying on like that.
Right.
That bothered me.
Right.
Like I'm not. You're never gonna see me mixed up in no cracking on this person, talking about this person or what this person don't do or don't have. No, that's for me. That's just evil.
And to me, that speaks more to your humility than anything because we offer him a platform for him to speak his piece because we never entertained it as well. Like he literally reached out to us. But to me, I want to let you know that
Yeah, I meant that because that hurt. I'm like, man, it's crazy when we trying to teach our kids not to be a certain way. But then you got 30, 40, 50-year-old women that sharing the status, making fun. And then like, yeah, that one guy started that. I won't even say his name, but that's sad. People really begin to bullying people.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's sad. That's
I mean,
it's man that can harm himself because everybody in Dayton think it's a joke.
Mm-hmm. Peanut was blaming him for it.
And that's why I literally brought you up on that podcast, and I said because he focused on so much on the negative comments. I mean, understandably so. But like I said, you have somebody who is.
Oh, I didn't know you brought me up.
Yeah, I brought you up. I named you by name, like you know what I'm saying. You my people's. Like I said, you my.
He was name dropping.
And I don't cuss on here. I literally brought you up and I said. You focus on every negative comment, but you literally got somebody who got LeBron's phone number in her phone, literally saying great things about you, but you skipped over that one to.
But that's how it always is. You know how people are like they focus so much on the negative, and I know sometimes it's hard to focus on because he had 1,000 people. So even though there's one person or maybe 10 people, because they was dogging that man out, I was like. I don't see how y'all do it. Everybody be trying to be with the cool crowd, and the cool crowd is a bunch of evil, disconnected haters.
The cool tables wherever I sit at. You know
I know that's right. I be by myself, but here he goes. No.
Nah. So the 2020 GBA Hoskins'S League. Let's talk about that.
That was my I think. Was it the league or the tournament? I think I had my first annual basketball. That actually just happened this year because Corona had happened in 2020, but. That was amazing to have a tournament named after me. I'm supposed to be having a league or something soon with them, but that was a blessing to walk in. It was over 100 teams that signed up for that tournament.
Absolutely.
I loved it. I'm grateful, man. I can't complain.
Absolutely.
So, I can't complain.
Man, let's pay some bills real quick. Let's get a quick plug. And I'm going to do another legendary quote by the great Brandie.
Eat Sheiks for breakfast. Eat Sheiks for breakfast. Blah, blah, blah.
No,
just
they pay us, man.
Hey, y'all, and this is something else, too, about these sponsors. Ritz do. I need more, you feel me? Come on now. Man. Eat Sheiks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. Yeah, go. Don't get him started. Now he just gonna take it and run with it. Now they ain't gonna never advertise with us again, Peanut. Peanut, I do it with a right touch, man. You was too harsh. Yeah, he was.
Shout out to Sheik for breakfast. I'm a man. I'm
gonna try it.
Brandie, you gonna go to Sheik's?
Yeah, I love Karan and Shorty. I didn't heard about the breakfast, but I'm gonna go.
Sheik's, Agnes All Natural Grill, and then Brandie. When you got in this car accident, who did you go to?
Michael Wright. That's my guy.
For sure. Are you kidding?
For sure. Yeah.
See?
That's my guy. I like Michael Wright.
Michael Wright get you some racks. Wright racks. You feel me? Michael Wright racks. Michael Wright get you racks. If you got a strap.
Oh, man, okay.
No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
Wow. All right, so if you ever get injured, if you ever in your life get injured, you feel me? Go straight to the hospital. You feel me? Call attorney Michael Wright, 937-222-7477, man. And then anytime that you want to have a good time, drink some Kiara wine, hit my bro Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. Yes. And then, man, we want to talk about this baby Amazon that we got right here in the city, a giant amongst us. It's the shoparea.com. They got all kind of stuff on the website. You got to just, you feel me, go to the website and then see what they got. You'll like it a lot. Bar after bar. You guys, man, we t-shirtkings247.com. And I don't tell you guys this enough. I got a whole photo studio in here, man. So when you want to take family pictures, man, come and holler at us, bro. It's Camera Kings. Camera Kings is the home of the Legendary People podcast, which is inside T-Shirt Kings, which is the parent child company of Gold for Your Mouth. You feel me? You see how I'm just going crazy, bro? And then last but not least, Sell Stock's Not Dope, man, with my bro, the great Peanut Johnson, man. My bro got books. He giving away books, free books, until we about to, you feel me, start selling these books. We're not going to keep giving away these books. Can we talk some basketball, Brandie? I mean, for real. We got the...
Yeah, we did basketball. But I, like, let me put it in a...
Okay, all right. Back to you, Peanut.
All right. So one of the legendary quotes that I have for you is actually from your senior year of Ohio State. Mm-hmm. And a reporter asked you, what is life after basketball? And you said the legendary quote of, I have not thought about it too much because I have always been so focused on basketball. I know that I would like to start my own kids camp where kids can come for free to learn basketball skills and techniques. I believe it would be a great way to give back to the community. And that is something I believe is really important. And
wow.
For you to say that before you did that is truly legendary.
Where you finding all this?
Hey, Slim, make that a little sound bite.
All day.
But no,
you living your dream.
You are truly a legend. You are a first ballot legendary People Podcast Hall of Fame.
For sure.
Oh my God.
For sure.
So let's talk about the state of the WNBA. Like, how do you feel about the state of the WNBA today?
I'm hoping that it get more and more exposure, more and more fans in the seats, because I don't know they women, of course, is like lower than the NBA or whatever. But no, I'm rooting for them. Because they setting the bar for the other kids to come and other women to come and want to be there, and you want them to be able to make a living, and maybe one day at a big point you don't even have to go overseas.
Right.
Because going overseas is a whole different ball game. But I'm rooting for them, and I hope it continue to, like, people just give it a chance. Because I think people don't like women's basketball because they never watched it. Right. They just think, oh, ain't no dunks, but it's exciting.
It is dunks. I didn't see the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, you see Brandie Griner and stuff like that, but it's not as, in the NBA, you're going to get 16 dunks a game.
Yeah.
But I think if you watch it, like, it's actually good, especially for younger kids, because it's learning the fundamentals of basketball,
sure.
which is lost in our game right now. But, no, I'm rooting for the women.
And now with the emergence of the three-point shot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they cashing out threes.
We can shoot the ball. That's one thing we can do.
For sure.
So
For sure.
So stop being so stubborn and just watch it. I guarantee you watch it, you're going to keep wanting to watch it. Girls, we can hoop.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, how do you feel about Candace Parker and her coming to her home state to win the championship?
I'm ecstatic for her. I'm happy for her. She deserved it. She been doing this. She done had the world on her back forever. And she been representing since before Tennessee high school. She was #1 player in the country, and to be able to continue to compete and then to bring that back home, that's a blessing. Right. She doing her thing. I'm rooting for her. I love when people succeed. I don't care what it is. I love seeing people succeed. Right. So I'm more than happy for her. And she's doing it for the women. Like you said, she brought it home. Not too many people say, I got this team, did that, then that, brought it home. Like, I'm happy for her.
So I'll be remiss not to ask you the viral question of the moment, which is, have you seen a video clips of in Atlanta they have a league where it's strippers playing basketball? Have you seen that?
No, this guy approached me at a place before. This was like a month ago, and he was like, I want you to come down to Cincinnati, and play. I was like, I don't really play. He said, I'm sure you would like it. So he sent me the video, and it was like going down.
What do you mean by going down?
They was basically like in their little clothes playing, but it don't look like basketball to me. I'm not sure why he thought I would want to be a part of that. Shout out to him. He a good dude, but I didn't see. It's a lot. That ain't my type of business.
That so hard if you join that
they
league.
sent me video, but I was surprised they thought I was gonna go and play, and I'm like, come on now, don't do that to me. But yes, I definitely So shout out to them that's doing it.
Shout out to them because that's a dope video I saw. I mean, I can tell you won the game.
Right, because you wasn't focused on the game. You
I was
focused
looking
on
at
the strip
bouncing.
you were looking at the basketball. That's a whole different thing. Shout out to them, though. I'm happy for everybody that's doing something they like.
So let me ask you a two-part question, right? So would you think female basketball will benefit from either... No, seriously. Either them being paid more, of course, right?
About to say something else. Okay.
I rope you in. Or them lowering the rim a little bit, so girls can dunk easier.
Nah. I think it's just gonna always be like it's a men and women thing. Like women, of according to me, and they shouldn't be playing sports. They should be cooking and doing all that type of stuff. You don't got to make the game easier for us. I think you got to give it a chance. And most guys don't. Like, it's uninteresting to watch a girl play basketball unless she's half naked. So, no, you don't got to lower the rim because I guarantee you, I know some women that can outshoot guys. Now, of course, we can't do no bunch of fancy dunks, but we can play the game. I know some girls that can I can handle the ball. I can shoot. But, of course, because I'm not doing a 360, don't take away from my game. You got to lower the rim because I can shoot at the regular rim.
Yeah.
But the dunk is still worth 2 points. Maybe when they make it worth 10 points, more women to be dunking. But, no, you got to lower the level. You just got to give it a chance.
That's a bar right there.
Here you go. Now, you just got to give us a chance.
Wait, you just said the premise and said if Duncan worth 10 points, girl can have a free throw line.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, because I know that's exciting.
And I mean, dunking is exciting, but I think that it has lost at least a little bit of its pizzazz with the emergence of the 3-point shot, and it's only certain players who really, when they dunk, it means something like LeBron. You feel me?
Hammer dunk or do something. Yeah. Other than that, like I'm not. Of course, like I think.
Hell nah, lower the rim. What is he saying?
I just asked a question that.
What is he? Lower the damn rim.
Question then.
Some guys, and we can hoop on them.
Hell yeah.
Like no, we.
Right.
You just gotta look at it like that, but.
Yeah.
And like, how do you think that you can fix the pay disparity between men and female athletes? Sure swoops. Look, see, think I had that. Yeah. Don't do that to me.
Understand.
Right.
People in the stands.
Right. How do you feel about the big three? Do you think that females should be in the big three?
But of course, you don't want no bunch.
LeBron won't be in the big three. Yeah. Right. Right.
Has there ever been any co-ed leagues?
Oh, that's
where you got men and women playing together? So, for example, you would have like out of 5 players, 2 of them would be women and 3 would be men, and they would have to check each other.
That'd be dope.
They kind of, I mean, they got that type of vibe with the All-Star game in the NBA.
Yeah. No.
Well, like in the
like
celebrity game,
they'll have like the female basketball players out there.
Yeah, they got, but you also got like niggas like Quavo and
Quavo
in the
nice,
game
bro.
too.
Like, don't just
he
say
can play. I know that, but I'm just saying though he
is a celebrity.
He is celeb. Maybe he might have been a bad example because he actually can play, but shit, maybe like Kevin Harter. These people can play basketball. You feel me? But they just not on the level of a WNBA player or an NBA player. So I'm just saying, just strictly NBA, professional men and professional women, some type of co-ed thing. It might be kind of cool to watch. Yeah.
Totally different
basketball for sure.
So speaking of talent stretch, how do you feel about the Lakers roster this year? Do you feel like that this is a roster that is constructed that is beneficial to LeBron's legacy, or do you feel like it is not?
Beneficial to his legacy. I think his legacy.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. He could lose out and he's still fine. Yeah. But like this year.
I feel like this is an old roster.
I mean,
we
you're
can
right.
stay healthy.
Bro.
Yeah, but I just feel like you got to get some youth in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I hope I'm wrong. I hope we can stay healthy and win a championship. But I'm rooting for Westbrook. I hope that LeBron is the superstar that he can play with that can actually tame him.
Can I give
hoping
you my
LeBron can
hot
do that.
take that
What's
I
that?
believe, right?
What?
So what I do is I compare it to the Heat roster when LeBron won with Wade, right? Do I say that this Westbrook coming off the year he just had, is he better than Wade during that time? To me, I'm gonna say yeah, coming off of averaging triple double, right?
Better at what?
Just better as a player. If I'm just apples to apples, not apples to oranges.
I think that's a stretch. D Wade still in his prime. He don't play out of his mind. When you talking about what he averaged 25, 7, 3 or something.
And Westbrook last year.
Yeah, how many shots he taking to get 25? Right? 30 shots. I mean, you just gotta look at everything. Like I love Westbrook's game. Yeah. I would hate to be a teammate of his.
Wow.
I love his game though, but I'm hoping LeBron can bring that down to him. Like,
okay, well, let me finish my take. Right. So let's say, okay, maybe you give Wade the nod there. LeBron versus the younger LeBron. I'm gonna give the younger LeBron better, but I feel like the new LeBron's a better three-point shooter, right? So I think that's an even trade-off. Because I'll take a better three-point shooting LeBron than a more active younger LeBron.
He get 3 happy too much. If LeBron hit his first 3 of the game, he gonna take 7 or 8. Right. We need you in the paint, baby. Like,
now this is my ace of spade. The Brow versus Bosh. I got Brow being better than Bosh. Way better than LeBron, less than the younger LeBron.
He was such a different team. It was 3 guys, and then we had all role players. But the Lakers, you got people that are still thinking they in their prime for as Westwood and AD who can't stay healthy. Like, you can't depend on AD to play the game. Like, all he did fall on the floor with 6 rolls.
It scared me every time I see him.
I think AD is way better than Chris Bosh. But Chris Bosh, you can count him consistently be there. You can count him consistently be there. So I think that's kind of a hard stretch. Like, I don't know. I like that Heat team better. Well, I ain't seen it. Think about old school Carmelo. I don't know. I was hoping everybody can know their role, stay healthy, then it's different. But you trying to ask the guy who's kind of averaging triple double to calm down. That's a lot.
Yeah.
We'll see. I hope I'm wrong.
So is he an upgrade from Shooter?
Yeah, I think anybody is that. I didn't like that. And like my father was big on him. Like I wish we got a little bit of somebody. Like, I want to.
Oh, come on.
Tap your mic, Brandie. Man, let me get in here one time.
One more question, really quick.
Man,
So would you rather have gotten in the offseason Westbrook or who?
I wish we could have got Lillard, of course. I wish we could have got Beal, Brandie. We need a shooter, a consistent shooter. We don't need nobody who goes to home as much as LeBron. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I know Westbrook can't shoot the ball.
So the brother from Sacramento was the one that we were talking
Buddy
about.
Hield.
Yeah.
I would have liked him. He's young too, and I mean, but I could be. I hope I'm wrong, y'all. But I just.
Well, maybe Malik Monk can get in there and, you know what I'm saying, he can give us some youth. And then Kendrick Nunn, he's another good player that, I mean, when the Lakers played them in the finals a couple of years ago, I thought Kendrick Nunn showed that he can play. I think he averaged 15 last year for the Heat. THT, we don't know what he'll develop into. Just so as far as youth goes, maybe those players can provide some youth. And then Anthony Davis is young too. But like you said,
Like an old man.
and Anthony Davis, man, needs to be aggressive. Like Anthony Davis needs to be the best player on our
He
team.
has to. Anthony Davis should be 30, 12, and 7.
Like it seems like Anthony Davis is equipped to.
Get hurt.
Well,
Every time I see him wincing at something,
I
it's
look
like,
at Anthony Davis like, man, Anthony Davis should be able to provide for our team like Kevin Durant provides for Brooklyn. He's not a dynamic player like as far as a finesse player like him, but he still can be able to give us that type of production. But I don't see that. I don't see that aggressiveness dogging him to go out there and just dominate. And LeBron said, when AD is AD, the Lakers will be the Lakers.
Yeah, they go as he goes.
So AD is the ball is in his court, but how big
That's
of a
a
deal
bar.
is coaching to be able to get a Ben Simmons, to be able to get an Anthony Davis, to go out there and really produce what they capable of? I mean, is that the coach's job in order to light that fire underneath the players and give them the confidence enough to go out there and be aggressive to be able to get the most out of the player?
I think at a collegiate or high school level, that's their job. When you're a pro, you didn't kind of been through it all. They shouldn't have to put a fire up under your butt. Like, that's my opinion. I mean,
Making my point.
no, I mean, because I mean, honestly, like.
But Ben Simmons, though, for him not to shoot.
He gonna fight for that point back.
You got to get better every year. Like Ben Simmons, when he came in, they was comparing him to LeBron. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Respect. Like, no, Ben got to get out of his own head.
for
You
sure.
got to shoot 1,000 free throws a day. And I know it's easier said than done. Like, he a pro, and of course, like when we get mental, we get mental. But you got to see at what point has Ben Simmons' game improved. Like, what has he got better since he's been in the league?
Right.
What?
Nothing.
Well,
That's
wait.
on Ben. That's not the coach. Ain't got to. Hey, you in the gym? No, Ben, you're a professional ball player. You know what you got to do to stay at this elite level.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think it's like I don't think Phil Jackson was just over there just like, hey, of course he's a great coach, but this is LeBron. I mean, this is Kobe. This is Jordan.
What about LeBron? Because LeBron as my favorite player, and as great as LeBron is, LeBron ain't aggressive enough to me most of the time either.
Break the TV. You know what? I'd be upset.
Respect.
I mean,
I'd be upset.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
Just laid back. Sometimes I feel like he's trying to let everybody get like, no, get yours.
man,
They don't get theirs, that's fine. But let's not lose a game because you waited to the fourth quarter to try to be aggressive. That bothers me.
well,
I'd be upset.
I went and watched King James in Indianapolis, man. And I had some damn near nosebleed seats, but man, I could see the whole court, man. LeBron at the end of the game, sometimes when we trying to come back and just get a win, LeBron just gets the ball and go damn near from coast to coast, one move and go around any nigga that's standing in front of him, and it's a layup. Man, he can do that shit.
Every
Seem like he can do that shit all the time.
Like-
and I understand that fatigue can come into play, but the problem is, like, bruh, you don't do it enough, man. You know what? And the thing about it, like, it's hard for us to criticize LeBron because the games that he doesn't do it, he still give us a 30-point triple-double.
And if I'll call my dad like that wasn't a triple double. That wasn't a LeBron triple double.
Man, like King James, like, bruh,
I
like
the aggressive triple doubles. I
hell-
like when you know this man just had 40, 10, and 10.
man.
A Westbrook triple double.
Yeah, because he no.
Look.
Westbrook
I'm trying to get a point on.
triple-double.
I'm trying to get a point on Brandie.
No. Westbrook passing the ball when he absolutely can't see the rim. That's how
Brandie
you
just
Right.
blocked my damn shot like back in the day.
In preseason, the damn Westbrook just been throwing the damn ball to anybody.
I don't turn
I don't care, but it is still a little troubling to see some of these turnovers Westbrook has been having.
They still got to. You got to get them a month or so into the season.
Yeah, for
Then
sure.
you can start like judging us, but I hope that works out. But I agree with you on LeBron. I be about to break. I be having to put the remote down. My God, something. I be about to break the
Right.
remote, throw it at the TV. Cause I like be aggressive, dude. But then I guess you gotta be like, okay, he is human, but so what?
I feel like LeBron is
LeBron
conscious
is
of more
not
things than
fucking
what we're
human.
thinking is conscious of. 'Cause like I said, like for instance, like LeBron is conscious of pace the whole game. Such as if this game I'm going against a 3-point shooting team that can shoot us out the gym, I'm gonna pace the game to a point where I got less possessions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to literally
He controls the whole game though.
absolutely. Now
He
wait.
does, but this is annoying.
Like we're that conscious of it. Then think of wait. We're that conscious thinking he's that conscious of pace in the game. Why would you think he's not that conscious when it comes to him preserving his body as well?
Because when we turn on the TV and watch LeBron,
We
we
want him
expect
to-
greatness.
yeah.
I want to see it every game.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't care how unrealistic it sounds.
Like-
because I just need to see you be great.
If LeBron had, damn it, Allen Iverson's mentality,
Because he was going in.
He would be injured or he would be already burnt his knees out and he wouldn't even be in the league no more.
Yep.
Like everybody else that go crazy.
That
I
makes
promise you. Like
Okay.
Because it is the reason he's 37 and still.
I'm telling you,
You're right, that makes
there
sense.
if he's so conscious of the pace of the game,
But,
you think
okay,
he's not conscious of
okay.
how many.
That makes sense.
That's true. But how many championships would he have? Because we know he would have got that one in Dallas. I damn near think he might have popped the Spurs the first when he was just a young buck.
Playing with the Cavs.
Hell yeah. Man, LeBron is a animal, bro.
He is.
Yeah.
And, man, I seen LeBron talk to Brandie during the games. Like, when that Blue Chips first came to Ohio, I helped put that team together, and I was right there with Brandie and Bryce. Real stuff, man. With Coach Joe and, Gabe Cups and Coach Cups. I invited them to come and actually join the Blue Chips team, and Coach Cups ended up being the coach for the Blue Chips with Brandie and Gabe Cups. Both of them, I love both of them. Those are my bros. But what I'm saying is, I said all that to say this. I've seen LeBron be at Bronny's games, and when Bronny is playing, LeBron wants Bronny to do the same shit we want LeBron to do.
So you get to feel that pain himself.
He want Bronny to be aggressive and shoot that shit every damn time.
Karma is undefeated.
Yeah.
Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if LeBron would ever see this, he know I'm right. Like, LeBron, like, bro, you 37 now, so I can understand it a little bit more now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, man, when he was with the Heat, when he was with Cleveland early in them years, and even right now, I don't think nobody can stop LeBron, like, for real. You know what I'm saying?
The big Phoenix last year, I don't care. LeBron,
Yeah.
you out there, you healthy, you better come on.
For sure.
Or sit down.
For sure.
I see you suiting up, I feel like you 100%. Or sit down, no excuses.
Do you discount the bubble championship at all?
Hell,
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Cash
Shit.
credit down the
That's be
porch.
Skip on First Take Hagen. I be
The
about
only
to
person.
Right.
TV on him too.
Right,
I watch
right.
that show every day, so I'm gonna see the commercial.
Yeah,
But
man,
I
for
be
sure.
upset as Skip. I watch him every day. He's my guy.
Man, Skip is a damn man.
is a hater.
Like, he took shit too far when he started hating on Space Jams and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, you
At
just
some point, it's like, man, you just
you trolling.
Yeah. That's what it be. Because sometimes you gotta be able to give credit.
You gotta go where your bread is butter, and I think he has a
I be
cachet
upset. I be ready to fly out and fight Skip. He be
Man.
upset at me so bad.
And he done made his whole career off of
I'm hating
LeBron.
LeBron, yes.
Like, if it wasn't for LeBron, none of us would have known who he was. He was a reporter for years and years before LeBron ever came to be a professional, and didn't nobody know his ass. And now he done went to the top off of just trolling the king.
Shout out my man Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is the person who cut him
Yeah,
down.
he did.
One time.
What did you average?
I'm the
I
best
remember.
thing in the world.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to find out what's going on with Skip Bayless, make sure you just go look at Jalen Rose
He
versus him.
got him together. Like, what did you do?
Yeah,
What
he-
did you
Yeah.
average?
He tightened up like a damn mechanic.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Sure
That's what he
did.
too. Skip I be ready to fly out and fight him. He be upset at me.
Man,
I be
Skip.
upset, and I watch the show every morning to get it.
Yeah, I do too. We hate watch.
I be upset
Yeah.
at him.
And that is why he does it.
That's why he's
Smith,
successful too.
what you
Yo,
doing, bro?
man, y'all, we about to get up through, man. We done kept Brandie. She done came straight from training, you feel me? To come and kick it with the
Brought
Godcast,
us
man.
merch. I'm wearing
Brought
it
us
tomorrow on
merch.
the,
Yeah, man,
on the
real talk, bro.
Godcast.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. Big balling, man, with Brandie. Man, we had Coach Hoskins in here. Now we done had little cuz come through. You feel me? Man, Brandie, shout out to everything you do. Man, we really love you, Queen, man. We appreciate you coming through and kicking it with us.
Matriarch Monday.
Matriarch Monday, man. Big success, man. I am so thankful for real that you came here, man. Like,
Thank you. I'm grateful. I appreciate y'all.
once again, man, we get validated by the major guests that come on our show. You feel me? And for you to come in here and chop it up with us, it makes us much, much better, man. And more growth and being more and more legendary. We gonna talk basketball, Brandie. We gonna get you to come back through here. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever.
So we can just come in here and just talk basketball. We got your life story. Now we need your opinions.
Yep.
You
Well, I
feel
ain't
me?
even throwing stuff. Y'all LeBron fans, so we should be cool.
Oh yeah. We King James.
Whenever
But
you got like a
King,
new sign up and you trying to recruit kids, you can come on here and we will give it to the people. Like we
For
are literally
sure.
the breakfast club of
I
Dayton.
know that's right.
no doubt. Peanut, man, it's on you, bro. Everybody come to T-Shirt Kings. Go for your mouth cheeks. Agnes All Natural Grill, Michael Wright, Kiara Wine, and theshoparea.com. Man, shout out to Denise for always being not only a sponsor, but for actually participating in our shows. Oh, can we read your comments real quick, Brandie, and then we get up out of here?
The illustrious, legendary people.
The first thing that somebody says is fix the mic.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know what I was doing.
Man, that's our mic got this little cord problem over there, man. But you know, it's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm media trained at this point.
But when you actually made the Olympic team, somebody said, "Lesson learned: never doubt yourself."
That's right. Amen. Amen.
And then that is Tori Withe. You know, am I saying that last name right?
Tori with a Y.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Tori. I appreciate that.
Tori definitely was engaged with us. We got Johnson Tristan was in here. He the one that told us to fix the mic.
Shout out to him.
Tori checked in. Johnson said, "I'm so proud of you, B."
Thank you so much.
Tori said, "Man, I used to hate playing McFarland because I knew you were going to make me work." Somebody else said Tigers.
Already.
That's okay. Johnson. LOL. Tori. Robin Mobley J-Vet says she proud of Brandie Hoskins. Gave you a good
the age
one.
Has no factor.
Yep.
That's definitely her.
100 strong sign. Phyllis Dixon. Joe Hoskins instilled in us, his children, don't quit. Good job.
That's my aunt. That's my father's sister.
All right, what's up, Auntie? Shout out to you. Thank you for watching the show. Yep, and Lanika Carter.
That's my sister.
I'm so proud of you and will always be one of your biggest fans. I love you to life.
She really do. That's my baby. That's my big sister.
Hey, and then Phyllis said, "Hey, Dan." Right. Oh yeah, they are. They on here kicking it. They on here kicking it.
Shout out to the legendary comment section, man.
And then Leah checked in and said that you was legendary.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And then I just think everybody just really support you and love you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it seemed to me, man. Like, Brent, I am so glad that you came here. Like, you was the real GOAT, bro. For
real.
For real, man.
The goatess.
Young queen in here, bro. No doubt, man. Peanut, go ahead and then, Brandie, we want you to take us out with some words of wisdom, bro. Peanut, what you got for me?
It's your boy Dash Resource, aka Peanut. I'm here every Sunday, 8:00 p.m. For Sell Stocks Not Dope, where I teach people easy strategy on how to make money off stocks. Literally, you're buying a good stock on a bad day. I go over perspective blogs, over either stocks or crypto. I do daily picks on my page. You want to know about that? Holla at me. My book is free on Amazon. You can't see it because I always say this in front of the guests. They always look, but you can look on either side of me because we got a green screen behind us, and you can see my book right there. It's free on Amazon right now. And Smed keeps saying it shouldn't be free, but I'm a man of the people, man. Legendary People Podcast.
Yeah.
Legendary People Podcast. Legendary People, legendary stories. Go ahead. Your social medias.
Yeah.
You can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Brandie Hoskins. I'm going to get Instagram. That's pretty much all I got on social media. Don't quit. Those are my 2 words. It's so cliche, but it's real. Keep going. I know 4 years ago when I started training, I had 1-2 clients. I got over 100 clients that I'm training. I'm still dreaming. Don't ever stop dreaming. I don't care how old you are. Keep dreaming. Keep setting goals, obtaining them, and setting more goals. Stay humble, stay grateful, help when you can.
Man, bro.
Man, that's what's up, man. All right, y'all, man. We love everybody, man. Legendary People Podcast, bro. We about to go fix these mics, man. And then, goddamn, we going to be ready for tomorrow. That's on us. That's Peanut's fault, man. All right, y'all, man. We love you guys, man.
This is my second interview today, man. Come on, man. Give me my gold tier.
All right, man. Yeah, that's what DJ Schoolboy.
DJ Schoolboy.
You broke our mic, bro. You broke our mic.
DJ Schoolboy broke the mic.
When in doubt, blame somebody